does that over and over again. They try to mess with your rules from a protection standpoint. You're probably going to have a lot of free hitters. The quarterback, though, can beat it with quick throws. He does it to Benson.
Fisher's the leader. Dante Moore said he was troubled in the regular season game, that Fisher kept hollering out what play was coming. Moore over the middle, caught first down. Good throw to Jay Harris.
VVR, what's going on, brother?
Play action pass, design rollout, Sadiq the catch, and it's another Oregon first down. Out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
Well, these Oregon jerseys go hard.
Sadiq has 8 touchdown catches, which leads all FBS tight ends.
It is their first.
Timeout by Indiana. They're on their heels. They're 2 for 2 on third down on the drive. A pocket again to the end zone. Touchdown.
Ooh, FBA J, what's going on, brother? Melvin. I know that's right, Melvin. Melvin said perfect. I just made some food. What's going on, family? Pressure was good, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all. Indiana got a stick on them this year. I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, damn. Indiana got a stick on them.
Incredible in the precision and strength of Surratt to work through the contact of the defender, flip at the last second. This is well covered. This is well.
I don't know, man. Listen. I'm from the crib, so you know I'm repping Miami, but I don't know about this Indiana team. This Indiana team got a stick on them. Aaron, what's good, boy? I know that ain't Aaron from Central.
8th play of the drive. MB rips through the middle of the defense.
I don't like narcissists. Hi, African Indian.
Inside the 18.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck an African Indian is, but you obviously addressing somebody else. What it do, my boy? You straight? Shit. How you found my live? Don't tell me you just out here scrolling and shit. You found it. That out here in Indiana going crazy over IU. Dolo Black, what's going on? Neighborhood hoe, what it is, brother? Yeah. Wait till a few more people get in here. We'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, y'all. Indiana got to stick this year. I don't know. I'm not sure if you want to see these boys, but we gotta go ahead and just vouch for them. Man, I'm just scrolling. I'm like, dang, brother, look like, come on, whole time. That shit funny. Somebody was talking about you on YouTube. Man, that's good. Hey, y'all, look. All publicity is good publicity. I don't give a damn they talking shit. I don't give a damn if they saying they love me. All publicity is good publicity. They said you look African. I love it. Yes. I love the publicity. Listen, it don't matter. As long as I'm on a platform and more people know about my panel and come onto my live, we good. Yeah. AI, the Jamaican xenophobic. Yeah, Dorkias. Hey, listen, I've been sparing a lot of you Jamaican motherfuckers. Listen, I've been sparing you Jamaican motherfuckers. Listen, you, out of everybody, after the Haitians, after the Africans, the Nigerians, the Bahamians, you Jamaicans really should get it the worst for me. Because I haven't had a goddamn full bottle of damn bleach yet. Yeah, if you niggas would just leave the damn bleach alone and stop trying to line your skin, I would have some damn bleach in the cabinet right now. Yeah, so you Jamaicans better leave me the hell alone before I bumble clot and set fire to that ass, boy. King Q, what it is? What it is, homie? King Q, what's good? All right. Said, boy, you better spare the fat. And I've been trying to spare the Jamaicans, but they just, you know what I'm saying? God damn, bumble clots. Hey, I gotta shoot my fade in real life. It'll be wonderful. Nigga, yo. Yo, gay ass still want me to touch you, nigga. God, I told you go to a different panel, nigga. And stop trying to come over here and get touched. See, that's what's wrong with you Pan-African niggas. You always want another grown man to do something to you. Like, this is not the panel for that. Yeah, nigga, this is called delineation. Delineation means to separate from groups of people, not to come together. You steady want to meet. I don't think you understand what the hell delineation means. You need to go Google it, brother. Anyways, what's going on there, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Smart Late Night Radio Show. Tonight we had to hit the 8:30 on y'all because you know, I was just late. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't got no real reason of why I'm late. I don't even know what to tell y'all. See what I'm saying? A nigga was just late. You know what I'm saying? You leave Jamaicans alone, AI. You a part of the Jamaicans. Yeah, nigga, but y'all niggas could get fish fried too, nigga. Y'all ass, don't think y'all ass exempt. Is it the Jamaicans do a good job of being quiet and minding their own damn business, but when y'all niggas get loud, that's when a nigga have to go in and attack y'all bumba clock, bleach stealing ass. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, today's a good day. We finally got our package in today. You know what I'm saying? We got our Barvel package and the soap done came in. I've been telling you niggas to get this soap. I'm not sure if y'all been shopping, but it's here today. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little unboxing before we get started. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, Sharp Scheme. I had this is my second pair, or this is my second time buying from him, and it's a really good product. Like I said, I promote black-owned business, so anybody who has a black-owned business, go ahead and send me your product so I could go ahead and promote it on my live. Shoot me a DM, and we could go ahead and figure that out together. If I could just go ahead and get this box open, god damn, you done wrap this shit a little bit too good. Oh, there we go. Let me go ahead and drop that link down in the description box. Hold on, give me a second. Everybody who's watching this on YouTube, the link should go ahead and drop that link down in the description box. Hold on, give me a second. Everybody who's watching this on YouTube, the link should be, not only lets me, oh, there we go. Appreciate that, my moderator. There we go. Thank you. It's already in the chat. Y'all got 52 seconds to go ahead and shop. 51, 49, 48, 47. I don't know. This is just what TikTok does now. So anyways, for everybody who hasn't seen the Barvel soap, this is how it comes prepackaged. Comes in this box right here. I got the black pearl ingredients, which is coconut oil, olive oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, canola oil, castor oil, activated charcoal, Lee, sodium, lactate, all the good stuff. Have your ass smelling fresh. See what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, a nigga got eczema. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be walking around using basic soap and shit. This is an all natural ingredient soap. Like I said, it is black owned. And you guys should go ahead and shop. The link is right there in the chat up top pinned. And I got me some, so y'all go ahead and go get you some. You see what I'm saying? I got me some, and just in case y'all want to see some of the ingredients, this is my favorite box right here. If y'all can see that. That's all the ingredients in there. Yeah, y'all good shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't be out here just walk. And all you, matter of fact, my bad, all you Africans, Caribbeans, this is what we call soap. Soap. Deodorant. Soap. Don't make me pull out the toothbrush. Don't make me pull out the toothbrush. So for all you Africans and Jamaicans, you need this. Matter of fact, your whole tribe and household need this. I better see you niggas buy about goddamn 5 things. It better be down there sold out. It better be sold out by the time I end this live. Boy, I'm talking about I better go online and see there is no more goddamn soap. See what I'm saying? For all you Africans and Caribbeans who watching this, go buy this damn soap. One more time, someone said y'all couldn't see it. Let me know if y'all can see that right. Whatever. If y'all want to know the ingredients, go buy a soap and then read the ingredients. Anyways, like I said, it's right there in the chat box. Hit that link. Or go watch it later on YouTube and get the link from the description box. Anyways, what's going on, people? What it is? You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about today. They need a toothbrush even more. What's going on, people? We got a lot to talk about today, man. See what I'm saying? We have a lot of stuff going on. But before we get into today's topic, I want to go ahead and, talk about some Duke of Earl. What's going on, brother? What it is. And floss. Yeah, y'all niggas need that floss. That's where it's at for real. Yeah, before we go ahead and pressure, it's pinned at the top. Miami or Indiana. I'm going for Miami, brother. But before we get to today's topic, I want to go ahead and vent to y'all. Y'all like my therapy session. You know what I'm saying? So I get to come on here and start talking to y'all and tell y'all how I feel. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about a few things. So you know what I noticed? Life gets rough when you accept that your ass is black. You see what I'm saying? Like once you accept that you a mirror and you say, I'm a nigga or I'm black. There's no going. So what does that mean? What does it mean to when you accept being black? When you accept being black, that means you lose friends. You lose relationships. You might get fired from a job. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I say this is because being black is literally the most extreme sport in America. You know why? Everybody hates your ass. Don't nobody like you. Don't nobody like you. Caribbeans don't like you. Africans don't like you. White people don't like you. Asians don't like you. Latinos don't like you. Nigga, the fake $5 Native Americans don't. Nigga, nobody likes your ass. You have to be okay with not being liked. See what I'm saying? You have to be okay with not being liked when you accept that you're black. See, when you're black, you realize that you can't stand for certain shit. See what I'm saying? When you're black, you realize that, you can't let shit slide like how some people let shit slide. You call shit out. You're vocal. You're loud about it. You don't just say shh and get shit, pushed underneath the rug as if it doesn't exist. That's what the Caribbeans and Africans do. When you're black, you accept that racism exists on every level. You can't run from it. You can't run from being black. You see what I'm saying? Most niggas try. So I call them niggas. Here's what I call niggas. The niggas is the niggas who try to run away from being black. How do niggas try to run away from being black? They feel like a career job saves them from being black. They feel like being around proximity to white people saves their ass from being black. They believe because they're in some form of entertainment, playing football or rapper, that they can run away from being black, or that they're rich, that they're not black. They feel like being black is an option. Like niggas can't look at you and say you a nigga. Like they feel like because they reach a certain place in life that they can just take off their skin. Oh, no. I am not a nigga. No. Don't confuse me with them. I'm not a nigga. I'm not black. I'm not black. My name is Brian. Right. They think they can run away from it. And some of them do get far. But the problem is, like OJ, I'm not black, I'm OJ. No. I get paid too good to be black. Oh, no. You're talking about the others. That's not me. Or be like the Caribbeans. No, I'm Zo. I'm a Haitian. I'm Z. I'm Z. No. Bomba clot man. I'm Jamaican man. I'm Jamaican. I'm not black. Or Dominican. Me no black. Me Dominican. Or African. Oh no. Listen, brother. I'm not a nigga. I'm not the nigga. I'm the African. Right. We got different class of these people who refuse to be black. And what happens to all of these people who refuse to be black? They all have nigga moments. You can't run away from a nigga moment. Every nigga goes through a nigga moment. Y'all know what a nigga moment is? A nigga moment is when another group of people remind your ass that you're a nigga. It don't matter what level you're at. It don't matter if you're the highest in your career. It don't matter if you're the lowest in your career. It don't matter what you do. You could be goddamn Michael Jackson. in some form or fashion, society will remind you that you're a nigga. And at that exact moment, we call that having a nigga moment. You might be at work, and a white boy might come up to you and say, hey, what's up, nigga? Because he thought you would be cool with it. And you're going to have to either accept it or test him. Now, or accept it or check him. Now, if you check him and he's your manager or your boss and you worked so hard to get here, you was such a good nigga, you worked so hard, you kiss ass, and you got here, and you check, you might get fired. Because at that moment when you got fired, you accepted that you were black and you have to check him. Now, if you want to run away from being black, you can always say, nice joke, Todd. Appreciate you, Todd. Yeah, nice joke. And you just accept the nigga moment. And then you got to go back home to your wife and explain to her why you let a cracker call you a nigga at work. Or don't tell her at all. Just roll over and go to sleep. Right. So it's a very interesting dynamic, because once you accept that you're a nigga and you're black, all social, I guess what you would call it, camaraderie, or whatever you want to call it, all social gatherings don't apply to you anymore. See what I'm saying? You can't fit in certain places anymore. You can't work at certain places anymore because you fully accepted being black and you put being black first. Whew. I'm trying to tell y'all, the most exotic sport, the shit ain't easy. Nigga, I'd have lost a lot of friends behind this black shit. Come out with AI. Yeah, and it's a relationship behind this black shit. It's a real deal. Because America the propaganda of America is to make being black not the thing to be. That's why these Caribbeans and Africans come over here and the first thing they do is start talking shit about black Americans. The reason why they're talking shit about black Americans is because America has made it a thing to not want to be black, but profit off of being black, which is our culture, hip hop, sports, fashion, design, all that other shit. You black then. But nobody wants to be a nigga. Nobody wants nigga problems. People don't escape Nigeria, Kenya, Jamaica, the Bahamas to come to America to have nigga problems. They don't want nigga problems. They didn't come here for that shit. Who the fuck wants to sign up for nigga problems? Right. They came here because they were promised that this country was the land of milk and honey. They came here to profit, not have problems on top of the problems they're trying to escape. So, right, once you accept that you're black, it's a very strange dynamic. But boy, there's a lot to gain from it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to gain from this. There's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. To be a group of people that people try to put down, try to tear down and rip apart. But we always come out shining. Diamonds, chains, gold Maltese, still doing our thing despite all the shit they try to put us through. We didn't flee. We didn't run away. We sat right there in that pain and handled business. Right. And the whole world watches us. Exactly. So, we always come out on top. You see, we're trying to tell these other groups of people, all right now, all that ass kissing you're doing to white supremacy, y'all just don't know. Black Americans always find a way to come out on top. Always. You know what I'm saying? We keep trying to tell these people where we're at right now in America is not where white America wanted us to be at. It's not at all. It's not at all. Where we're at right now is not where white America want us to be at. Without ass kissing it. Exactly. Right. See what I'm saying? They had to compromise with us. They had to say, God damn, these niggas here, boy. Shit, they won't let up. We got to do something about this shit. Break it down a little more for me, brother. What's going on, Jay? Yeah, one more time. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who didn't catch it. Being black is the most extreme sport in America. And the reason why I say that is because everybody hates your black ass. Don't nobody like you, nigga. And nobody like you being you. Nobody like you being proud of being Black American. To be a proud Black American is the most highest offense to all cultures and races. We see it all the time. White people hate it when you start preaching about being Black American, all the great contributions that you had and how they bitch ass owe reparations. These cuckoo bird immigrants who come from the Caribbean, Africans, they don't like it when we get too cocky and too confident in our own culture and they can't benefit and profit off of it. Right. And then once you're loud and proud about being Black, other people cut you out. They block you off. Right. They try not to do business with you. They try to stay away from you. Right. Exactly. So that's why delineation is so important. Because we know that we have our own best interests. Nobody has our interest. Nobody cares about our problems more than us. Yeah, so I just want to drop that gem on y'all real quick. Hey B, stop hating. Only love cure you. I don't know what you mean by hating. I'm trying to figure out how I'm hating. Nigga, y'all hate me. We learned that y'all hate us. And we're just responding. So I hate anybody who hate. I hate you too, nigga. I don't hate you first. I hate you too, meaning I hate you back. I don't hate anybody, but I would damn sure hate to a nigga. I hate you too, a nigga. See what I'm saying? I hate you too, nigga. I don't hate first though. I just hate you too. That's it. Right. And you know, every time we start speaking the truth, they get offended. You know, I got a good friend of mine. This is my last example, and then we'll go ahead and get into today's topic. But you know, there's so many examples of this because it's just so shocking how you can have people who've been around you, but have these weird rhetorics behind your back. Like I got this one Haitian friend. You know what I'm saying? This is my dog. You know, we went to college with each other and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like we never had an issue. We never had an issue with each other until I chose to be Black. Yeah, it was cool when I was playing college ball. It was cool when I was in a white university going to school. But then when I started to say, hold on now, I'm Black American. That's when you start losing friends. That's when you start hearing the rhetorics. Now, the rhetorics he used to say, I'm catching them now. Like, hold on, nigga. Ain't you Haitian, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? Well, you know, Black Americans, you guys are not the same how you used to be. The Black Americans now are misfits and they cause so much trouble. Well, goddamn, nigga, since when? The fuck is you talking about? Aren't y'all copying us? Shit, y'all committed to the crime rate, pretending to be us, cosplaying as us, trying to be gangster, trying to get seen. What is you talking about? You how you support Republicans? How you support what the nigga name is? I forgot the two white boys that I'm about to show right now. How you support them? Fox News. Is that where you getting your info from? That's crazy. And I'd be like, well, damn, nigga, you just gonna avoid the fact? Are you gonna overlook the fact that Brian Donalds clearly came out the mouth and said Black Americans don't deserve reparations? So if he gets called a slave, what the fuck that got to do with me? See what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they take no accountability for their actions. Here we go. Fishback and Tucker Carlson. I posted a video today of Fishback and Tucker Carlson basically telling Fishback telling Tucker Carlson that he got called a racist because he called Brian Donalds a slave. And then the problem is Fishback got a call from the Florida FBA Association. Big ups to Florida. You know, we in the building. Saying that Brian Donalds don't got not one descendants of slaves from America. So you shouldn't feel ashamed by calling that nigga a slave. That ain't no Fishback and Tucker Carlson rhetoric. That ain't no conservative rhetoric, boy. That's what it is right now. See what I'm saying? That's just what it is right now. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it so I can play that video for y'all. See what I'm saying? I mentioned it before, but the shit is getting deep because white people are now catching on to what's going on. You feel me? White people now are saying, hold up now, hold on, slow down now, nigga.
For having a conversation with a certain someone. He's literally endorsing a member of Congress who told innocent children who were literally starving on video to starve away. That tells you everything you need to know about my opponent, Byron Donalds.
What I know Byron, and I've always gotten along with him. He's super cheerful. I didn't realize, is he ideological? I've never detected that.
No. That's why I call him a slave.
Yeah. And they called you a racist for that?
They did. Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery, not a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those
well, hold on.
foundational guys.
There's you
Nigga said,
for having a conversation.
Tucker Carlson said, I like those foundational guys.
I like those foundational guys.
There's you.
Talk about, I like those foundational guys. Nah, yeah, crack until I start asking for some reparations. You're not gonna lock my ass down. Right. See what I'm saying? Like, it's now, and you know, the rhetoric was, oh, you FBA niggas, it's only on TikTok. It's only on TikTok, nigga. It's only on TikTok, nigga. You guys, you can't do nothing. You can't go, it don't exist outside of TikTok, nigga. Nah, this shit real life, nigga. This is what it is. This ain't for shits and giggles, nigga. We here now. This is where we at. You know what I'm saying? This is where we're at. All this, it's only on TikTok. Shit, it's only on the internet. Shit, me. Y'all done fucked up and got the white boys. Boy, the white boys about to eat this up. And here's the crazy part about it. The white boys already called the nigga a slave. Jesus Christ. They called Brian Donalds a slave, and black Americans ain't say shit about it. We just said, yeah. And he better not get offended. I wish you would get offended. I wish you would. You better eat that slave terminology, nigga. Cause you're not a descendant from slaves from over here. So you shouldn't be getting mad. Talking about, oh, how could he talk to me right now? He's a racist. Nigga, this is not your oppressor. If you're Jamaican, your oppressor is Britain. If you're Haitian, your oppressor is the French. These niggas ain't your oppressors. If they call you a slave, it's a misfit. They're speaking out of history. They're not accurate. They're not the ones who enslaved you. Right. So nigga, yeah. So black Americans have now had enough motion to where we brought this mainstream. I don't know what these niggas about to do now, boy. It's about to look spooky for these niggas. Let me get this nigga AA on here. This nigga love talking shit. Let's see if he has enough nuts to hop on the panel. Nigga out here a tweeting warrior. This nigga out here losing his mind behind my rhetorics. Hey, come on and hop on here, brother. You've been in the chat box long enough. Right, yeah, exactly. Stay right there. I know, nigga. I know, nigga, you scared. The Jamaicans mad at us black Americans. Them niggas too. Yeah, all these niggas mad. But this is what it is. And they thought that this shit was a game. They thought this shit was I'm with kids. Yeah, nigga, you with hyenas, nigga. You ain't with no damn kids. Talking about I'm with kids. How you with kids but you in the chat box? Texting all them damn words and letters, nigga. You ain't with no kids. You with them damn hyenas. Yeah, nigga, it's 9 o'clock. It's feeding time, nigga. Talking about I'm with kids, nigga. Them niggas be lying. Yeah, them hyena nuts in his mouth. That's why you can't talk. You got hyena nuts in your mouth, nigga. Right. So this go ahead and disprove that FBA is only on online. This shit is real. Now granted, this don't mean we trust white supremacy. Yeah, this don't mean we trust them. Although they're using our talking points, this don't mean we're in cahoots with them. But here's the thing, everybody has an agenda here in America. See what I'm saying? Everybody has an agenda here in America. It just so happens that a certain group of white supremacy can profit off of getting rid of immigrants by using the FBA rhetoric. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm still not gonna vote for their ass. But if they think they could pander to me by getting rid of your ass, hey, I might just tell other people to vote. I don't vote unless reparations get involved. You know what I'm saying? I don't vote until someone cuts that check. But I might go ahead and say, hey, if y'all niggas is gonna vote, get them niggas out this country. Not all of them, just the ones that be hating. See what I'm saying? Right. You know, the immigrants think this is a political battle between us, and it is political, but they think it's a Democrat versus Republican, conservative versus liberal. No. That's what they brung you here for. They brung you here for that battle. Black Americans are not here for that battle. We're not here for Democrat versus Republican, conservative versus liberal. That shit don't matter to us. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't care. All I care about is who's dropping that check. See what I'm saying? Who's dropping? Go ahead and get this brother on here. Brother, what's going on? Talk to me. What's good?
Peace. How are you?
Good, brother. What's your name and where you from?
Mr. Nanti from the East Coast.
Okay, talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, I saw the Tucker Carlson Fishback, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious, what's to be celebrated about their sort of exchange acknowledging an FBA movement?
What's the celebration?
Yeah, what's to celebrate?
Well, it's the fact that, you know, for the longest, we had these groups of people who believed that these were just talking rhetorics on TikTok or online, and, you know, that it would never get anywhere. This is what we've been hearing for the past 6 months, 8 months, and they thought the delineation movement, it's the delineation movement, not the FBA movement. It's not a fan club. This is a lineage. So I'm a part of a group of people by lineage, not by, I didn't sign up for a summer camp. The movement is delineation. So yeah, so, you know, white people, you know, by the time that we got these rhetorics out, and, you know, we've been told that we have no power and our voices don't matter. It's just very funny to me how do we have no power and our voices don't matter, but we have politicians coming in and using some of our rhetorics in order for them to win elections. So that means we do have influence power. That means our talking rhetorics does hit places. See what I'm saying? So I'm not celebrating Fishback or Tucker Carlson. They're still generic racist. But for these immigrants who thought this shit was a game and that we had no power, we here now.
So I'm curious, the head of FBA movement, Tariq Nasheed.
There is no head. There's no head. You can't. Is there a head of being Jamaican? Is there a head of being African? Is there a head of being Puerto Rican, Latino? I'm not. What do you mean head?
Oh, well, let me be more precise with my verbiage. The owner of the FBA, because I'll tell you, it's a fact that
how do you own a lineage, sir?
Well, I'll tell you, because Tariq Nasheed has FBA trademarked, right?
Okay.
So from a just legal standpoint, he owns the moniker FBA, all right? So that's just...
I got to stop you right there, because I think you're thinking that FBA was started by Tariq Nasheed. The ideology of FBA was way before Tariq Nasheed. It was called NBA. You know what NBA stands for? Are you familiar with that terminology?
No.
It means Native Black Americans. Native Blacks. So that was the terminology before FBA. Tariq Nasheed got that ideology from another foundational Black American, and he just coined the term Black American. You're talking about terminologies. I'm talking about ideologies. The ideology already existed way before Tariq Nasheed.
Well, yeah, again, from a federal standpoint, FBA, NBA, none of this is acknowledged as ethnic groups when it comes to...
Black American is not acknowledged as an ethnic group?
No, I said FBA, or NBA.
And what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah, if Black American is considered an ethnic group, what the fuck the difference between FBA?
Well, so then if that's the game, what's the difference between African American? Right? If these monikers are just sort of. Well, hold on. I'm playing your game. Hold on. I'm playing your game. You said, what's the difference? I somewhat agree. What's the difference from African American? Right?
Okay,
These are
all right. Okay,
real
so,
quick. These are all colloquial.
Okay, hold on. Let me answer your question. African American. What part of Africa am I from, and who can I run to in Africa to get any type of legal help in America? What support do I get from Africa, and what connection do I have with Africa? You see the problem? Africa doesn't help me nowhere, no how. And what's the purpose? Now, being black was created in America, and that has purpose, and it ties me to a group of people here in America. African American, I'm not sure what the fuck Africa could do for me right now. If I were to get locked up unjustly, or they do something to me, hey, Nigeria, can you help a brother, a nigga? No, they can't. So what legal or what actual substance or ties do I have to Africa to be called African American?
Yeah, it's quite simple. The majority of whatever moniker you want to use, FBA, NBA, Black American, African Americans.
No. My question was
real quick. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Their ancestry is African, and their nationality is American. This is an. If I can,
okay.
This is in no. This is in no way distinct from a German American or a Japanese American. So this is just a sort of. This is a designation concerning. Biology.
So you're telling me that I'm African American because I came from Africa. Can you tell me what part of Africa I specifically came from?
Yeah, per the data, the majority of African Americans come from West and Central Africa.
West Africa is pretty big. Can you tell me where in West Africa I came from?
Well, again, if we look at the data, it would be Yoruba, Igbo, some Asante, and then Central Africa. Well, here's the thing.
So we're just naming. Can you tell me how many Black Americans came out of Africa?
How many black? Your verbiage is. It would be a question of how many enslaved Africans were brought.
Sure. Okay.
Via the
How many
Mayafa.
African slaves were brought from Africa to? Hold on, neighborhood. How many African slaves were brought from West Africa, Ibu, whatever you said, all them tribes?
Igbo, yeah. According to most data, it was around 12 million. The majority going to the Caribbean, about 350,000 coming to.
Incorrect. You're wrong. No. 300,000 came to North America, the U.S., sir.
That's what I said.
You said the Caribbeans. You said 300,000.
No. I said the majority going to the Caribbean, 300,000, 350,000 going to to the U.S., quote unquote. Okay. Right? But then Wait, hold
on. Because I'm listening to your rhetoric. I want to break this down. Okay, so 300,000 came to North America, and out of that 300,000, what is the percentage of that out of the 12.5 million? Can you give me the percentage of that? What's 300,000 of 12.5 million? What's the percentage?
I don't know the math. It's quite small.
It's 3%. Okay,
no problem. But if we
hold on. Okay, so just for the panel, this is an educational panel, so I'm not attacking you in no way, no shape or form. I'm letting you speak. Okay, so from your math, 3%. 300,000. How many Black Americans are in America today? According to Malcolm X, we were 13% back then, 440 million. So we can only estimate that we grew from there. So 50 million. How did 300,000 or 3% jump to 40 through 50 million in a couple of decades, sir? Can you break that down?
No problem. We understand that part of the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade, chattel slavery, these enslaved Africans were not human in reference to the slave master. They were chattel. They were property. They were akin to livestock. So they were bred in a similar fashion. We know much of.
Wait, stop right there.
Real quick, if I could just.
Hold on. You answered. You said they were bred. So how did this breeding process go? How can you make me breed to somebody, a man, I got to get hard. Like, how do you guarantee that I get hard? And how many breeding plantations were they? Do you have the estimate of how many breeding plantations that they had?
The Northeast, the South, they were replete with breeding farms. They're literally breeding farms.
I said how many?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a person.
Okay. So you don't know. All right. So you're talking about something you don't know. Let's look it up.
While you look it up, if I may.
Go ahead.
I mean, let's keep in mind, even with Tariq Nasheed, Yvette Carnell, the reparations movement is predicated on, remember, the emergence of this delineation spawns from this notion of a justice claim for a particularly aggrieved people. The source of that aggrieved...
All right, so here we go. Why slave breeding farms are considered debunked as a system. No primary plantation records are supported. Historians rely on plantation ledgers, bills of sales, census data, letters of diaries. There's no document evidence of plantations designed solely for human breeding the way livestock breeding farm operated. So, sir, we got to remove that talking point because it just said there was no proof of any widespread breeding farm. So that was a lie. So you can't answer. So there we go. You can't answer how 3%, which is pretty small, and 300,000, which is only like half of the city of Miami, all of a sudden turns into 40-50 million. So let's go back and let's hold on. So I'll let you talk. Hold on, give me a second. This is a scholar panel, so I run a very strict panel, and I don't like to confuse people. We don't just like to talk. So, but I will give you a chance to talk. Hold on to your point because I want to finish. So 300,000, that's half of a city. We jumped to 40-50 million. There's no record of any plantations to the highest degree. That you said, what you said was a complete lie. Because I asked you, how do you know? You said you don't know how many. Then I asked, and they said there is no, so nobody knows. So therefore, it's easily confirmed that it didn't happen like that. So okay, so let's take this example. So we all know that slavery isn't new to the world. Slavery was going on. So it also in the Americas. So we had Indians, Black Indians who also participated in slavery. They were selling each other to other tribes. We call that prisoners of war. By the time the Europeans came over, they documented and they wrote books about colonial slavery in America before they came. It was already here. The natives were already trading with the Europeans or native tribes amongst native tribes, prisoners of war. So if that's the case, and it's already been confirmed that Indians were the first groups of slaves that the Europeans had, who was on those plantations by the time the supposed 3%, 300,000 Africans came on? And to your point about breeding, who's to say that we weren't intermingling with those Indians who were already on the plantation? And they probably were the dominant group of slaves because this is their homeland. I'm pretty sure there was more of them of us. So why are you calling me an African when makeup-wise, I'm majority what was already here? And what was already here were Indians, sir. That's why Africans doesn't show up on my genealogy. That's why none of my family members reconcile any African anything. But shit, Indians definitely show up. Native tribes definitely show up. Family rhetorics talk about being Cherokee more than they talk about being Igbo or whatever you said. So anyways, now that we debunked that, go ahead with your next point, sir.
Yeah, you seem like a man of integrity. So you said no breeding farms, no problem. That was sort of a colloquial term. Like, why don't you, I don't know if it's Google or ChatGPT or whatever you're looking at. No, I would just ask you, can you ask what was the average number of children an enslaved woman had on the plantation? What was the average number of children she bore?
Well, the problem with that question is you have to understand how history and law went down back then. Are you familiar with the, I think it was either the 1645 law intact about the baby follows the womb? Are you familiar with that?
No, but before we go there, can we just, because the notion is we know it's upwards of 10 to 12 that an enslaved woman had,
so
right?
The problem, if you would listen, the problem with this question, sir, is in 1645, they had a law called the baby follows the womb. basically meaning that they weren't going to take their ass all the way to Africa, back and forth to America. So what they said was, if we deem you a slave, if we deem the mother a slave, the child would automatically become a slave. They didn't give any specifics of whether she was African, whether she was Indian, or whether she was white, because they had indentured servants. It's called the baby follows the womb. So if your mother was deemed a slave at that time on a plantation, because we just mentioned that it wasn't just African slaves on that plantation, there were Indian slaves. That baby was considered a slave. So when you ask me to look this number up, it's not going to take in perspective of all the babies who were Indians, but now prisoners of war and now considered slaves. So that's why I'm saying that this, whatever you're doing right now, it won't matter. Because you would have to prove who was African and who was Indian. Or even white, because they had indentured servants.
So we know when it comes to the transatlantic, to chattel slavery, antebellum slavery, the majority were enslaved Africans. All the records
So
substantiate this.
That's incorrect, because according to the PDF or the Journal of the colonial slavery in America by the Indians, the Europeans wrote that they couldn't tell you the difference between an Indian and a African because they made no distinctions. They said to tell you the number of Indian slaves would be impossible because we made no distinctions.
Well, so a couple things. Number one, I think in just fairness, you would look it up, because then that would confirm the idea of a population boom, an exponential population boom. If we do understand, I think you would even grant that there were quote unquote enslaved Africans. You seem to acknowledge that 300,000 was a fair number. It seemed your objection was based on quote unquote the notion of a breeding farm. No problem. Granted, we have 300,000. We can look up and see what was the average number of children born to an enslaved woman, right? Number two, when we talk about, back to the central point, FBA, ADOS, these designations, they are operating with the premise that, and what you said you're appealing to, reparations are for Black folks, the descendants of enslaved Africans. Tariq Nasheed agrees with this. Yvette Carnell agrees with this.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. So we got to break things down slow because you're talking, but we have to challenge everything you're saying. So it says, yes, early records explicitly show Europeans often could not clearly distinguish between Indians and Africans. Visual distinctions were unreliable. They were calling people Black Indians. They were calling everybody Negroes, dark-skinned Indians, people of the land of Black as Guineas. So there was no clear distinctions between Africans and Indians. So that's this is right here. Early record answers 1500s to 1600s. If y'all can see that, they couldn't make any distinctions, sir. So therefore, when you ask me why I don't call myself African American, what part of me is African? I don't know. All I do know is there was a small number of Africans who came over, and I was intermingled with Indians, maybe white. Why would you call me something that I might not even be majority of? If I have chicken and rice in a pot and I sprinkle pepper and salt, do you call the pot pepper and salt?
Yeah, so I'm not calling you that. That's the current federal designation.
Yeah, but you asked me what's the difference between Black American and African American, and I told you because I don't have any ties to Africa. Can you prove that I do? But I did just prove to you that I possibly have more of a right to America or a link to America than I do Africa, based off of how slavery went down. So I just answered your question. Now we can move on from that.
Well, you didn't look up the on average how many children an enslaved woman had.
But we talked about the
No. Hold on.
Sir, if you want to look it up, you look it up. And you can put it on the big screen. But I talked about the nuance of asking that question because there was no definition of who was who. So if it said 20% population was slaves, who was the slave? They just told you they made no distinctions between an Indian slave and an African slave. Who the fuck are we talking about? And by 1845, 1850, I think California came out with a law saying that anybody who wasn't white was black. An Asian man was considered black at that time. So sir, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the system of who they were trying to reclassify and get it. They were trying to figure it out, sir. Where I am today or who they call me today is not who I was before. These names came from them. The African-American terminology came from Jesse Jackson in the 80s. Negro was what they were calling me first, but Negro applied to both me and the Indian motherfucker. So who are we talking about?
So no problem. So we were talking about FBA and we were talking about reparations.
Correct. Let's get back on that. Thank you.
No problem. In that vein, and even we can look at HR 40, I think that between that and what we see in California, these are some sort of initiatives that are trying to take stock from a legal perspective. Both of those are operating with the premise that the aggrieved party, the justice claim, are for people that are of African descent via the transatlantic slave trade. That is the premise they're operating with. So you and I, we can go back and forth with this banter. If you don't have any African ancestry, no problem. I dig.
Sir, I didn't say I didn't. I just said you can't tell me that I'm African when I have other lineage in me. I have Indian. That's all I said. But go ahead.
Yeah. But what
you asked me why is African American, the terminology African American best, and I just told you why. So don't.
Well, I was making the claim, even from a federal standpoint.
Hold on. You're putting out misinformation, sir.
Can I finish my point, host?
No,
cuts me off?
Wait, hold on, sir. Stan, let him talk. I'll let you get him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. It's misinformation. From a federal standpoint, African American means your ancestry is primary, but not isolated too. Again, this is just look on it. You can Google this also.
That's not what that means, sir. But anyway, let's let Sir Stan
can
go
I
ahead.
just finish my?
No, you can't start lying, Sir Stan. Go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for having me up. Hey, my voice is a little fucked up. I've been yelling at these fools out here. But anyway, sir, where does it say that reparations are being catered specifically to African descendants of slaves? Where does it say that for FBA, and where does it say that for ADOS? Because even ADOS says American descendants of slaves. So before you say that, that's what I'm saying. You're giving out or bad information. That's not true. Where did you find the information at? I would like to know.
Yeah, no problem. That's per Yvette Carnell, number one. Number two, Tariq Nasheed is on record saying, if you claim to be indigenous to this country, Yvette Carnell has said the same thing. You have a separate justice claim because you are advocating on behalf of a distinctly different people. This is what they said, not me. We can look up, and real quick, we can look at HR 40.
So sir,
it's explicit, real quick. It's explicit that it is those who are African American, consequential of the transatlantic slave trade, and who have continuously endured subjugation from Deconstruction onwards, redlining, Jim Crow, et cetera, et cetera. This was particularly targeted towards, again, I don't know what moniker you want to use, Black people, African Americans, FBA. But we have to understand that's undergirded with this notion this specific ethnic group has primary African DNA. The data says 75 to 80% West Central African. Then you have an admixture of European and a very negligible.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. The reason where your theory goes wrong at, brother, is we were already given reparations. And we weren't called generic Africans or African Americans when we were given reparations. They just took it back. But we was granted reparations already, sir, as freedmen. So there goes that proposed. Under HR 40, we haven't got any basis of reparations. We got reparations already. They gave it out right after slavery. but then took it back and put us in sharecropping. So to your point, you're incorrect. The terminology of calling myself African hasn't gotten me shit. There has been no reparations that I've gotten from being called African American. There's been studies. They've been studying. They've been studying their ass off, but I still haven't received a dime. But under the terminology freedmen, I already have been given reparations. And under the terminology freedmen, under the 1866 treaty with the Native Americans, they owe us reparations as well too. These are only documented places that say that we're owed reparations by freedom, by the terminology freedmen, descendants of chattel slavery. Either means you could have been in the slavery in the native tribes because they also had slaves, or you could have been a slave over here with the Europeans. Both of them owe. I recommend you go read the 1866 U.S. Treaty with the Native Americans, with the 5 civilized tribes. So when you're speaking about reparations, you have to understand that we were given reparations and we are still owed reparations through treaties. And we're going by that terminology, not by no damn African American and not by no damn whatever else you want to call it, African, by freedmen. And the definition of a freedman doesn't only mean someone who came from African as a slave, but also could be a part of the Indian tribes as well too, because they own slaves as well. Matter of fact, part of the 1866 treaty is to give blacks tribal membership into those tribes with also government funding. So what are we talking about?
Yeah. So
Do you need that? Do you need that source?
well, so I'm just so real quick if I could reply to that. I'm citing Yvette Carnell when she speaks about 1865 Tecumseh Sherman making the declaration the neighborhood.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Tecumseh Sherman 1865 saying these enslaved peoples upon being integrated into a broader society are entitled to reparations of 40 acres and a mule, right? That was for specific people. That was not Native Americans, right?
Wait, slow down. Who was it for?
It was for enslaved African peoples.
Stop moving the goalposts, you motherfucking liar. Hold on. Listen, you have one more time to start lying and move the goalposts. I'm being nice to you. You first start off saying slaves. Now you're trying to say slave, African. Nigga, they weren't using the term African like that back then, sir. Stop lying. They said slaves, descendants of slaves, sir. Now, the problem with like we went back, the problem with the definition of slaves is we don't know who it applied to. There was no generic slave, sir. Multiple people could have been slaves. So what are you talking about?
So I'll tell you the reason why I'm qualifying it with African, because this was the whole sort of impetus for, if I can, for Yvette Carnell. She said when we use the terms Black or African American,
oh my God,
real quick, it's flattening a people. So there needs to be an effort to distinguish and delineate a particular people that have monopoly of this justice claim. In turn,
I think he lost already. I don't even think he even responded back to what I said.
If I could just finish.
No, sir, because how can you go from saying, how can you go from saying, well, we need to make a distinction to earlier you were just saying the majority were Africans. I'm confused. You're confusing us.
Right.
This isn't making any sense. This is making zero sense.
Let me ask him a question. Brother, aren't you from Memphis? Can you hear me, brother?
You talking me?
No, the guy who was talking about it was designed for slaves. Isn't he from Memphis?
No, I'm not from Memphis.
Yeah, hell.
Okay,
I'm from Tennessee. I know a Memphis accent. That nigga is not from Memphis.
Okay. I thought he was somebody else who I ran across with this same argument. Listen, reparations is built on the treatment of a people, not where they came from. The conditions that they went through right here, not where they came from. And you keep talking about these enslaved Africans. I'm talking to someone who on 4 lines of my family have no trace of being enslaved, that I can trace back as free, walking around during the time that they were still active in the slave trade. but my people still were redlined. They were still living on the outskirts. They were still put under the same oppression, and they had children by some slave women. So it is true that if the woman was free, the baby was free. So, and yes, and you're talking about what's the numbers. In 1850, my great grandmother was free with 13 kids. So that still does not represent what you're trying to say. Look up the numbers to see what it was. Bro, I come from a free family, not just my mother's family. My father's family in Louisiana come from free people in Point Capee Parish. I come from free people out of Virginia, brother, who was one of the first free black families in Georgia in the 1840s and 50s when they were opening up succeeding creek lands, and they were living amongst the creeks. I can look through my lineage and see mixture of Irish, see mixture of Native Americans. I don't see no African nowhere.
Yeah. So to you and the host, I respect that. If you can't find African ancestry, et cetera, more power to you. But the average, quote unquote, FBA has, hold on, you landed, bro. You landed. Can I just, you landed.
Hold on, neighborhood. Let him talk. Go ahead. Respond.
I appreciate it, host. I appreciate it. The majority, so I respect that. If he doesn't have any African ancestry in his bloodline, so be it. What we do know per the data, the majority of quote unquote FBA has overwhelming majority of African ancestry. Number two, real quick.
Wait, hold on. Can you pull up numbers or stats of what does that say that? And how much percentage? Are we talking about 1%, 2%?
It's 70 to 80% West African, Central African DNA. You could just Google it.
70, 80%
West African
DNA.
Yes, and then an admixture of European with a negligible amount of Native American. That's just the average makeup, biological makeup of a Black American. So in turn, if we're skeptical of this, hold on real quick.
So so be 3% out of the whole Atlantic slave trade and 300,000 and no breeding farm or breeding plantation, but plantations that was mixed with multiple different groups of people, and your numbers still come out at 78%.
No.
Ooh, over 400 years of intermingling with and you're still connected to Africa after 400, 500 years. That's still your genetic makeup after you've been in America intermingling with the Indians, natives, whoever been here. That's scientifically, logically, that's not adding up, and it's not mathing, sir. So if that's whatever you got to say, I'm gonna have to. Is that it? Is that all you got to say?
No, I just want to land on this. The brother said it's a question of what we've been through and sort of divorcing this notion of slavery. The crux of the reparation argument is lack of compensation for chattel slavery, for a laborious existence of the most egregious fashion. It spawns from this notion of for lack of compensation from slavery. Then it continues into the systematic racism, et cetera, et cetera. And I'll land here. All I'm saying is I enjoy the banter. He can tell me he has no African ancestry. Cool, no problem. Again, hold on. Hold on, sir.
You gotta go, bro. I don't know what the fuck. Did he respond back to your neighborhood?
Hey, man.
Did you hear the last part he said? AI.
You should have left him on so I could have cooked him a little bit.
He told us everything we need to hear when he said compensation after slavery, like all the other stuff. That's what he's focusing on. He wants us to get reparations for Jim Crow, for red. And I'm not saying that we don't deserve it, but that's their focus because they know they can't get in on the chattel slavery part. They want to also mention the other stuff they could potentially be a part of, and that's the problem. That's the problem. It's the what about us?
Go ahead in the neighborhood. You got something to say?
I'm saying even if they trying to get in on Jim Crow, they wasn't here. Most of these people didn't get here till after 1965. We're still talking 1800s. They wasn't even here yet. So it doesn't matter. What he's trying to do is trying to backdoor. You're right. He's trying to backdoor his way into something that he doesn't have a right to. And he's trying to group us into one group and doesn't realize that FBAs came from a lot of different mixture of groups, and from the Gullah Geechee to the Creole to the free black to the enslaved. We all are one group, and he's trying to separate us.
I don't know what he was trying to do. But it was too much. I mean, if y'all want me to bring him back on, let me know. He's still in here. He wants to talk.
I mean, you can bring
They
him back
also
up.
need to understand there's a big difference between Native American and American Indians.
Right.
You know, they
That's right.
got that mixed up, and they do a lot of Google scholaring. They ain't none of them open no books, ain't flip no pages whatsoever. You know, and then they also got to take into consideration the paper genocide that was created from Lewis Morgan, Walter Plunkett, Naomi Drake. That reclassified everybody, but they still riding on that same rhetoric of Native American shit. But Native American and American Indian is two different things.
Exactly. Native American came around in the 1960s, and by that time they didn't reclassify everybody by then. Neighborhood, go ahead, talk to me, brother. It was good.
What he's actually saying, he's just doing it disingenuous. Some of his numbers are correct, but that's more for Brazil. And it's proven, even if he's ever been to Brazil, they still use words that you can track back to the Igbo and some of those Central West African countries. That doesn't exist over here. So he's
wait, no. You gotta wait, brother, because we gotta make it work up the ladder. Go ahead, neighborhood.
The numbers he's using is very real for Brazil and some of those South American slave trades. And they're still present. Some of their language, some of the stuff that doesn't exist over here. And none of us said that we didn't come from Africa. Hell, the Irish come from Africa when you go all the way back to it. So none of us are saying that we don't have any African DNA. You did not hear that come out of one of us, our voices. What we're saying is, the majority of it was an intermixture here, and we've been isolated so long, and we were only 3% of that African DNA in the beginning. So how does that minority become the majority?
Yeah. So
wait, no. That's you're gonna have to save. Yeah, you're gonna have to save that question. We're still moving on. MHJ7, talk to me, brother. What's going on?
What up, AI? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Talk to me. What's good?
Hey, man, I just want to give you your flowers, man. I love your panel, entertaining and informative.
Wait, hold on, brother. You gotta fix the mic. You got the mic too muffled. I can't hear it.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. Go ahead.
Can I just go a little later on?
Yeah. You good. All right, brother. Go ahead.
appreciate it. Yeah, like in Brazil, where you see communities that have significant retention of their African ancestry, you also see that here, right? With, for instance, the Gullah Geechee people, right? These are people that they literally have their own dialect, right? That have loaner words, not even loaner words, the continuation of linguistics from Sierra Leone, other regions. You talk to them, they vibrantly express their African heritage, right? Gullah Geechee, these terms are actually from the Sierra Leone region, right? So we have communities that have a substantial expression of their African ancestry still prominent today.
Well,
if we look,
hold on, real quick. Gullah Geechees are people formed in America. So why are you talking about? It says Gullah Geechees were formed in America. What about Africa? Is the term Gullah Geechee? They were founded in America.
Gullah Geechee were founded in America. Can you show me the source for that?
Gullah Geechees are people formed in America, with African influence, not African transplanted intact. They were already here before the Africans got here. Gullah Geechees, sir.
Yeah, I don't see a source. What is that? What?
Hold on. It's black. Let me make it white.
Yeah, the Gullah Geechee were brought from the Sierra Leone region,
It says
predicated.
there's Gullah Geechee people were people from America, not Africa.
Particularly for their prowess of growing rice. They had similar regions to what you see in Sierra Leone in the South Carolina region. They were brought specifically because of that prowess, right? When we look even to a broader landscape of quote unquote FBA and so forth, when we see things like the emergence of
Here we go. So according to the Federal Culture Recognition, Gullah Geechee Culture Heritage Conquistador Commissions, U.S. government, clearly states that Gullah Geechee culture developed on the Sea Islands and coastal southern eastern U.S. From people who were enslaved and is recognized as distinct American culture heritage. Now, this is a direct quote. They were enslaved together on isolated sea and barrier islands, and over time developed the Creole Gullah Geechee language and retained many African practices. Gullah Geechee people, descendants of African enslaved plantations, isolated on coastal plantations. So what they're saying is Africans, whoever they did bring over, came over and blended in with the Gullah Geechees. It wasn't they brought over Gullah Geechees, sir.
That's not what they're saying. They're saying those people were brought over. Hence
let me read it to you one more time. You might be a little bit slow. Gullah Geechee Culture Heritage Conquistador Commission, U.S. government clearly states that the Gullah Geechee culture developed on the Sea Island in coastal southern eastern U.S. Developed in the Sea Island of the southern eastern U.S. It didn't say developed in Africa. They developed in America, and they said they had an African influence, but they were already developed, sir.
No, it said it developed there. I agree. It developed consequential of the import of African peoples from the west and central regions of Africa, developing a culture that was an adaptation of their prior existence on the continent and their arrival here, which is typical. This is what you see. This is explicit. So, for instance, when we look at the spiritual practices, for instance, like hoodoo, right?
Sir, hold on. It sounds like you just don't want to listen. Hold on. One more time. I'm reading out something this. Indigenous Native Americans were already in the Gullah Geechee communities. Before historical shows that this was not because Gullah Geechee culture existed. This was because Gullah Geechee culture existed before Africans arrived. So it says Africans were brought here first, then in some cases mixed with indigenous people over time. So once again, this is another intermixing of African and indigenous, of Black American. So what are we talking about?
What I'm talking about is when you see this quote unquote Creole language, much of it is undergirded linguistically of languages from West Africa. Their tradition, what do they call it? Red rice. This is a variation of jollof rice, right? When we see these things culturally, when they practice their spiritual practices,
Man, stop it.
if I may, I didn't speak when you were speaking, bro. If I may,
stop it, because
if I may,
you reaching,
can I just
you
finish?
reaching, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
You lying like a motherfucker.
I try to tell him. You want to listen?
Man, stop it. You make it
So he
seem
can
like
just
they,
cut
they,
me off.
they
I
wasn't
can't
doing
finish
no
my
damn
thought.
red rice over here.
I can't finish.
Red beans and rice? Red rice? What are you talking about?
Hold on, brother. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this one more time. Gullah Geechee identity is not the result of Africa creating something in America. It was a result of something that already existed in America and was shaped here.
Y'all
shit.
ain't even have no agriculture in Africa. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Majority of the
this is
produce
what
y'all
it
got
is.
on that continent came from South America and the U.S. Y'all soil don't even grow shit. Y'all don't even know how to remediate soil. So what are you talking about?
And he's sitting up here trying to say that we're saying that there's no African influence at all. We never said that. We're saying that it was a Native American influence first, and then they had some effect on it. No one is saying that there is no African effects in the United States at all. You've never heard that. What we're saying it's not the majority.
Right. So when
You're trying to make it be all about Africa.
Yeah. So when you hear things like the Gullah Geechees were African, they're being disingenuous to the tribes that are already here in America that they blended into. We have been blending into indigenous tribes for the longest. We're majority indigenous. How you gonna be your own group and you ain't even from here? Ain't no admixtures. You just solely 100%. That doesn't make any sense. This is the pot. You came into the pot. You can't be majority of the pot. Your pot is across the water. This already had ingredients in it. You just came and sprinkled salt and pepper, like I keep telling you. Gullah Geechees wasn't brought over from nowhere to over here. Whatever 2%, 3% of Africans came over, they blended in with the indigenous. So anyways.
Can I continue? I don't appreciate being cut off by him. I didn't speak when he spoke. There's many things I don't agree with when he says it, but I have enough courtesy to be quiet.
But hold on, I need just one. Do you understand
when you lie,
that?
you lie.
Wait, hold on, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on.
Come on, bro.
Do you understand that Africans do not make up the whole Gullah Geechee? They're a small percentage.
They're the majority percent.
What proof do you have of that? I just proved to you right now that Gullah Geechee already.
So real quick. I mean,
hold on.
Yeah. Again, we can just look at the cultural residue from West and Central Africa. We can look to what they say. This is their testimony, right? This is their testimony. I'm not making this up. This is what they say. They are proud of this. Their spiritual tradition. It is an amalgamation.
Gullah Geechee identity is an American land-based peoplehood that predates modern racial ideas and was shaped by indigenous presence first, with Africans later incorporated into the system. Africa influenced it. Africa did not create it. What else more you want?
Can I add something to that? One more important detail.
Go ahead.
One more
I'll
important
read my source right here. Gullah Roots, South Carolina Humanities. So this is the University of South Carolina academic.
Can I give you this? Can I give you this important detail before you continue?
Go ahead, Vaughn. Go ahead.
One very, very important detail, brother, is that if you look into the different organizations that were created, like, for instance, the American Colonization Society, were shipping us from these lands in the mid to late 1800s to the early 1900s and so on, to places like the Caribbean islands, Sierra Leone, parts of Nigeria that wasn't Nigeria at that point in time, Liberia, there's been the Ivory Coast. We've been shipped all over the world from these lands by the American Colonization Society. So you may see traces of our culture or people that look similar to us in these other places because we were shipped from these lands.
Right.
So I'll read my source. The college today, this is from the College of Charleston. The Carolina Low Country Atlantic World Program at the College of Charleston will host a 3-part series on the cultural connections between South Carolina Gullah communities and Sierra Leone. Located in the heart of the quote-unquote rice coast of West Africa, Sierra Leone became inextricably tied to the South Carolina Low Country through the transatlantic slave trade, says Simon Lewis of the this is Carolina Low Country Atlantic World Program. This is sources. This is the African American study.
All right. So from this National Park Service,
Can I finish?
From this National Park Service, National Park Service and Culture and Stories describe Gullah Geechees as a distinctive culture created in America, low country and sea islands among people brought here through enslavement. It wasn't a pre-existing unified Gullah society in Africa. The Gullah Geechees lived on barrier islands and coastal mainlands in the southern eastern U.S. and developed a unique Creole language and culture through isolation and community continuity. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll continue real quick.
No, brother, you're done. So
let somebody else.
You won't let me read my
no, bro, because I read the source, whatever, and then I heard the first few sentences of your source, which was boring, by the way. it's
Man.
not saying it's not saying that they came from Africa. They're saying that whatever part of Africa some of them did come over, brung, I guess, rice, if that's even true. But anyways, we're gonna move on to somebody else, brother. Because I'm looking at the source right here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
You
know.
didn't tell me your source.
I just said the National
Where
Park
is
Service.
he
Go
he said his source.
go,
And
go ahead, Mr.
hey
ATL.
brother AI.
What's good?
Hey, much love, respect to you. Shout out to you, salute to everybody up here, the family, who I know and who I don't know, and the people in the chat. And let's get AI up to 40K likes, y'all. Let's get them up there, okay? Yeah, man. Mr. NNC, what is your ethnicity, sir? Just real quick.
Great question. I forgot to ask me.
Am I allowed to
Mr.
speak,
Honor.
or am I going to get cut off?
If you answer the question,
I'll just want to know your ethnicity, and then I'm going to speak.
I'm West African.
damn.
From where? West African is not an ethnicity.
Damn.
What's your ethnicity, sir?
I'm an amalgamation of various tribes from West Africa. If you
Man,
look at
Sir,
my,
what country did
again,
your
can I
parents
finish?
come from?
You won't even let me speak.
I'll be damned.
Sir, what
You
country
asked
did
me.
your
You
parents
asked
come
me a
from?
question. First, I'm Asante Yoruba, and I have ancestry from Central Africa, just like
Fucking
you.
mutt. Damn.
Sir, okay. Oh boy.
Man, could I please speak? I've
Are
been
you
sitting up on here
Ghanaian?
for about 10 minutes now. Everybody done talk
Hold
besides me.
on, T. Hold on, Mr. A. I know some people sketch you a little bit, but we're in order now. Mr. ATL, then is gonna be T. Then we'll get back to Voctor. Go ahead, Mr. ATL.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Mr. Ether, by the way. Mr. ATL is a homie of mine. Shout out to him. I don't want to get us mixed up.
Yeah.
But no, you are good. So, okay, let's just say I'm just going to call you Nigerian, okay? So, here's the thing, right? The crux of this is, first off, this is a cult enforcing African onto Black American is a cult, okay? It's a religion at this point. No matter how many times AI read off the goddamn information, you just kept going with it, okay? So that's number one. Number two, and this is the thesis of what I'm about to say here, okay? Who cares? It doesn't matter, all right? Here I go here, okay? Now, Mexicans have been here since the 1500s. And they are an amalgamation of different groups, including Africans. Mexico was an African, a slave colony where they brought a bunch of Africans over there, and they amalgamated with different groups of people. And now they're a fixed mulatto class called the mestizo. Okay, Black Americans, we've been on this side for 1,500 years, around the same amount of time as Mexicans. Okay, if not longer. And we have also amalgamations due to slavery. Some Africans were brought over. Okay. Now, Mexicans had more African slaves that was brought over there than over here. But for some reason, we don't have insecure assholes going in their faces and trying to say, you're African, you got to identify with your African roots. And then Mexicans and Venezuelans and Puerto Ricans and all of these Spanish speaking people are not being forced to identify with each other because they all pretty much went through the same thing. Over there in Asia, the Chinese people are not being forced to identify with the Japanese people, even though the Japanese and the Chinese are pretty much the exact same people. If you try to say that a Chinese person is like a Japanese person will karate chop you in your throat. And Chinese people don't even practice karate. And they will find a way to karate chop you in your throat.
Now, they don't play about that shit. You're right.
Okay. They don't play about that shit. And over there in Africa, you got all these thousands and thousands of tribes all living next door to each other, and they're constantly fighting wars and unaliving each other because why? They're not different. I mean, they're different. They're not the same. Why did they enslave each other during the slave trade? Because they're not the same people. Fuck what genetics say, because it doesn't really matter. This is the crux of what I'm talking about. It doesn't even matter, okay? What benefit do African genetics give anybody on this planet? Okay. We have more gold medals than all of Africa. We're physically superior. We look better than y'all, smell better than y'all. We talk better than y'all. We sing better than y'all. We do everything better than y'all. Y'all African genetics don't even benefit Africans. Okay. You can't say that we got it from the Europeans. We are the best in the world at what we do because we are Black American. Has nothing to do with Africa. So you're pointing out some African genetics where we got it or whether we don't. My question to you is, who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. African genetics does not matter. So what if we say, let's just say 100% of our DNA is African, okay? You still ain't got a Black History Month, okay? We have astronauts and you don't, okay? We calculated the moon landing and you didn't. Okay, you don't have a Martin Luther King, you don't have a Malcolm X. Okay, y'all don't have slavery is not even abolished over there, but it is over here. Okay, y'all sit up here, y'all unalive each other for the smallest amount of reason. Our children have rights here, y'all don't. Our women have rights here, our animals have rights here. Y'all don't have rights over there in Africa. What does it matter for us to sit up here and talk about Africa? It doesn't matter. And I'll land there. My conclusion, African genetics don't matter.
Can I respond?
No, not yet. Appreciate that, brother. And you went in. T, go ahead, brother. It's your turn. I know you've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, I done been sitting for a long time now, and shit, that done exhaust me out. Listen to everybody with their bullshit lie. Nobody don't know shit. Let me tell you something. If you're not a Geechee, don't speak on my people. All that Gullah shit, that's not a part of us. The Gullah, Geechee, or whatever they want to call themselves, they got their own people tying with the African people in the West Indies, because you can't help who people go lay down and fuck in the nighttime. But far as the Geechees, don't speak on us because we not them people. You understand what I'm saying? Our people stretch from damn near Myrtle Beach all the way down to Savannah, Georgia. The Geechees control all the waterways. We still got our land from the other side of Charleston, North Charleston, going down to Savannah, Georgia. We still got...
Hold on, T. For everybody who don't know, that's a Geechee accent. This nigga, he sound like he from South Carolina. You from South Carolina, brother?
Damn right, it's one.
Yeah, that's a Geechee. You talking to a Geechee nigga right there. Go ahead. T, tell us where you from. He didn't tell us where you was from.
I from Charleston, South Carolina.
There you go. All right. So everybody who's confused, that's that accent. Go ahead, T. School this African nigga by your language.
So our people, like I said, once again, we scratch from outskirts of Charleston all the way down. We still got islands and stuff named after people, our ancestor people, our fellow men's people. We got Kalawasi Island. We got Yemisi. We got goddamn, it's all, we still got all the waterways there. We got the Ogeechee River that's still there. All our shit still modern. The people still there. These African people come down. The government fund them. It's a place in Beaufort County called Sheldon that the government fund them land for the Africans to come to, and they're still there. They call themselves the OGs, whatever they call themselves. The government fund them about 50 to 75 acres of land, and that's where they at. The Geechees control everything else from Charleston down to Savannah area. And they know that shit. Now, they call themselves Gullah Geechee is because, I don't know, some of them around here scream that Angola or Angolia, wherever shit. So they kind of breed in and mix with some of the Geechees. So they got that shit where they call it themselves the Gullah Geechee. I never heard of it, but I have it, but I never heard of it until that shit started kicking up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody talking about the Geechees from the West Africa and from 13 continents. They keep with that Google shit. That Google shit gonna fuck a lot of people up because they don't understand half of the shit that's going on around here. You understand what I'm saying? And it's crazy how they trying to tell us who the hell we are. The Geechees been here before the Africans and the white man. If that's their way, keep throwing us underneath the bus. How the hell can you put Africa, America together? No, Africa is Africa. America is America. Don't tie Africa with America because it's not. If they want to use that shit, so they can continue to try to take our land from us and come with that enslaved shit, try to put before we let our land and before our people we fight their ass years ago, and we don't mind fighting their ass again if that's the way they feel. But we're not gonna let them come and try to push us, give us that mentality, telling us, oh, we Afro-Americans, so they feel like they could take land, because once they say African-American, then we don't have no rights. Hell, the whites don't even have no rights there either, because they're not from America. So why the hell they are jumping up on the panel, raising hell, talking shit like they're from America? They take everything that they feel like they can put their hand on it right now today. They're still trying to do the same exact shit, and we not going for it. We still down here that own thousands and thousands of acres, and we could continue on. That's how it's gonna be, and that's the way it's gonna be.
Hold on, T. Appreciate that, T. You gonna keep going there, but hey, Mister, hold on, whatever your name is, Nigerian. See, the problem with you Africans is that we're very knowledgeable about our history. We don't have white supremacy rhetorics or white supremacy history like you do. You have basic surface level white supremacy scholarship. We have fundamental scholarship that go beyond white supremacy scholarship. We know what they try to cover up. See what I'm saying? You just know the basics that helps and benefits you, sir. And even if we do white supremacy scholarship, it contradicts itself all the time. When you look at the Europeans who arrived in the 1500s to America, they continuously compared every indigenous person to Africa. Damn, he look dark skin, woolly hair, wide chest, athletic build. They talk about a basic NFL nigga at that point. Right. So when you be saying things like, you came from over, white supremacy journals and scholarship contradicts itself. When you look at the statues down, I think it's Mexico or South, it's either Mexico or South, no, Mexico, the Olmec statue, it look like a nigga. You want to see, have you seen the Olmec statue? Mr. Nigeria, do you want me to pull that up for you? I love doing this because it's undeniable. Let me show you the oldest statues that are found in the Americas and what they look like and why they could never tell the difference between a generic African and the Indian. This is why they couldn't tell. Because you had niggas out there running around with heads like this, looking like me. The oldest statues found in the Americas. Right. So when you sit here trying to tell us we're African and we're from Africa, come on now. Come on now. You're better off fixing your country. I should have asked you where you was from. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed that. You need to go fix Africa. Stop trying to steal our reparations. You have a whole continent to yourself. You're the majority. What the fuck you want with us? What do you want with us when you have a whole continent? Can you answer that?
Yeah, a couple things. And since it's 1 against 8, can I just
one more time, just in case you didn't see?
I'm familiar.
Oh, okay, good.
A couple things. I never made any claim of wanting your reparations or anything. In fact, I just cited Black Americans like Yvette Carnell and Tariq Nasheed. So it's peculiar that some
No.
Can I just finish?
Hold on, because you're lying on Tariq Nasheed. I know what video you're talking about. He was saying if you're claiming to be fully Indian and not attached to being called freedmen, then you have a different claim. We're claiming freedmen. We're descendants of freedmen, sir. So he's not talking about you also having majority Indian. He's talking about the people who are strictly claiming Indian and they have no attachments to slavery. That's who he's speaking
Can I ask a question?
No, hold on. I was in the middle of my submission before he made that.
But go ahead.
So again, freedman's a legal designation that has no implication on the biological designation of if you're from an predominantly African heritage. Number one.
Okay, with that point, that also says the same thing about your point. It also doesn't mean that I'm from Africa. So your point contradicts your point.
So if I could, I mean, I waited like 7 people. Can I just speak to
Man,
address
you've
the
been speaking
points?
for damn near an hour.
And
I
here we
got a
go. He
question for you.
interrupts me again.
I
He
got a
doesn't say
question for you.
anything
What
when
what
anyone else
benefit
is
what
speaking.
benefit is
When
it to
anyone
you
else is
to
speaking,
Wait, hold on,
he's
hold on.
quiet.
Go. Oh, so all right. So I'm gonna let you, panel. We're gonna let him speak after I say this to him. So panel, what did we learn today that he couldn't debunk? He couldn't debunk that. He couldn't debunk or answer how 3% of the Atlantic slave trade, 300,000, turned into 40 million, 50 million. He didn't have any sources of plantations. He couldn't answer that. What's the next thing he couldn't answer? He couldn't prove the Gullah Geechees was solely African, because we just read research that says that they were a tribe that was already here with African mixes. He couldn't prove the distinction between freedmen and thinking that just because you didn't call yourself an African American means you don't get reparations. Well, reparations was already given out to freedmen. Nobody got reparations for calling themselves African American. We got studies. So he was wrong there. I'm just showing you the path length of how long you've been wrong. So I'll just say this is why you keep getting stopped, because everything that comes out your mouth appears to be a lie. We're easily debunking them, whether you want to accept it or not. You also a West African hyena nut mix, whatever the fuck you claim to be, Ibi-Wan, B-side, whatever, hyena nuts in your mouth, that's you. Now, go ahead, brother.
Mr. Anson?
So,
No. Let him talk. I said I'm gonna let him talk.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll answer all those. Number one, and I'll just appeal to the audience. People could independently research these things. What was the average number of offspring an enslaved woman had? Right? That will help you understand.
We already talked about the 1645 baby follows the womb. That I forgot you was wrong about that too. You couldn't prove who was an African woman with an African child. You had to prove which slaves was an African woman with an African child. Impossible. But go ahead, continue. I forgot.
You cut me off every time. I just want to make my case. You made yours, if I may. So again, that would speak to the population boom. Number one. Number two, the Gullah Geechee. With the Gullah Geechee claim, people can just go to Low Country, South Carolina. If you have the opportunity, just explore. See what the people tell you.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Just go over there.
See what the people tell you.
Yeah,
People just told you, dummy.
If I can finish.
See what the people tell you. I love it.
Cool. If I can finish. Yeah, just go over there.
Go over there.
When you're done there.
In that area.
If I can finish. Can I just get my thought out?
Go ahead. After you're done.
You
got a time limit. You got to 10:11 over here on Eastern time to hurry up. So that's 1 minute. Go ahead.
No problem. 1 minute addressing 8 people who spoke ad nauseum. No problem. Number two, look at the foremost Black anthropologist, Zora Neale Hurston, right? When she talks about the traditional spirituality of Black folks that operates under the moniker at the time of hoodoo, root work, voodoo. See her explorations. Voodoo. You said I had a minute. When she goes to Haiti and she talks about the commonality.
You're done. It's 10:11.
Man,
hold on, brother. Hold on. Well, we got to move up, brother. We got other people to get. I got a lot of people on. We'll get back to you. Gemini.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down real quick, AI.
Nah, I gotta let other people talk. Hold on. This asshole know he lost. This nigga lost. This nigga lost a long time ago. Gemini, talk to me, brother. What's good?
What's up, my brother, man? Peace to you, bro.
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Man, bro, I'm from the deep south, man. I'm from Mississippi, man. And I hear this man talking, because I just got off another panel and these people telling we need to go back to Africa. So I'm glad I just came across you. So to debunk this, I know that they done called us so many terms for the longest, and they haven't got it right for all these years, right? You know, we done went from Negro, African American, colored people, Black Americans, man. Which are we? You know what I'm saying? So the identity concept of us, you wanted to attach us to different cultures, and knowing that people come from America, knowing that we come from America, like it's crazy, because me and my grandmother and my dad, we went to Memphis and seen that we have so many pyramids in Memphis. and they was calling Memphis ancient Egypt. They also told us that Mississippi also was Egypt. They also told us that that's where most of the mounds and pyramids are also at, that nobody even knows about to this day. But the whole identity concept, I know who I am the I am, and I know that our history is tied to the Europeans invading us, and they came over here and stole our land, they stole our identity, and basically written themselves into the history books and had us learn about it in the educational system.
Right.
We never knew about our history growing up because they took it away from us. They literally told us, we're going to tell you about your history in these movies. We're going to let you know about your history. It's up to you if you perceive it as entertainment. And that's what's wrong. That was where I was wrong. I was confused about our community not waking up to understand that, because they put these hidden messages in the movies for us not to, to perceive it as jokes and entertainment. So I'm just a critical and deep thinker, so I just kept going on and on and on and on down the timeline, because there's so many movies out there, and there's so many other things that we have symbology to, and land and everything. Like, I'm gonna just land there because I can go for hours, but I would be I appreciate for you letting me up, man. It's just man, it's time, man. It's time to take everything back, bro. I'm on that time.
Hey, brother, we getting there, brother. You see the knowledge getting out now. You know, we got some people trying to stop it, but they got their hands full with us. Everybody on this panel on the same shit. And it's just one nigga who just refused because, nigga, you outnumbered in America. This is not Africa. This is America. And we know where we come from. You Africans can never make us think that we're African. It won't work. It's too late. The knowledge is out there. We're not going back. You think this is going to reverse? Like, you really think you could convince us to where it reverses and goes back to us being African? Like, it's too late. The snowball already rolling. Anyways, CJ, talk to me, brother. CJ Fit, what's going on? CJ Fit, your mic muted. All right, when you get that mic situated, we'll go ahead and move on to somebody else. New Era.
Can I get in there?
Hold on. New Era 6, talk to me, brother. What's good?
Appreciate you, brother. I was gonna come up earlier when I heard people start talking about some of my brother-in-law with the Geechies, but T had came and regulated them. But then I also heard somebody start talking about the Low Country. And the funny thing about, you said people should go visit the Low Country, right? I'm from Brooklyn, and guess where the fuck I'm at right now? I'm in the motherfucking Low Country. What the fuck you was talking about? So whoever was talking about the Low Country, can you explain to me what the fuck you was talking about, me and my people? 'Cause look at all this old Low Country type shit. So what's going on? What you know about the Low Country?
Yeah, what I know is the Gullah Geechee people are majority African.
Okay, so
Hold on, let me
cool.
finish real quick.
I've been heard.
I
No.
wasn't done.
I didn't ask you about no Gullah Geechee, sir. I asked you about the Low Country. We already motherfucking dismounted about you, Geechee. I'm not about to turn up and let you know who the fuck I am. I heard you say something specifically about the Low Country, motherfucker. So tell me about the Low Country. What's I'm sitting there right now, motherfucker?
Oh, he ain't got nothing to say. He said go. You said go to the Low Country. The brother in the Low Country. Now what? What do you want him to do in the Low Country now? He's there. You asked him now. What do you want him to do in the Low Country now? What do you want him to do? You want him to go up to somebody? You said visit. He there. Right.
Motherfucker, probably want to talk about my motherfucking brother. I don't go over to the motherfucking Africans. Start talking about y'all motherfucking doodle ass towns, motherfucker. Y'all love to claim to fucking African. Go claim them motherfucking black ass Canadians. Go tell them niggas they fucking Africans. Go tell them motherfucking big ass Samoans they fucking African. Go tell them niggas they ain't Hawaiian. Go tell them niggas they African.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate that, brother.
Fuck that. How about you don't even go that far? It's a little island right off the coast of fucking Africa, called St. Lee's Island. They hella black. How about you take your black ass over there to that island and tell them, oh wait, you can't because your ass won't come back.
Appreciate that, brother. And another, go tell the Australians that they came from Africa. The indigenous Australians, go tell them that. Why y'all so hung up on us? Matter of fact, go tell the Egyptians who are occupying Egypt right now that they African. Why don't you go tell them that? They in Africa. You don't say nothing to them. You got motherfuckers in Africa who don't claim Africa. Wait, how y'all got motherfucking Africans in Africa who don't claim Africa? What the fuck? Anyways, CJ Fish, is your mic fixed, bro? All right, let's move on.
Yeah, can I respond to him or?
No. I can't. I unmute. Yeah, you gotta unmute, brother.
Hey, hello.
Wait, hold on, brother. We got Dior. Dior, talk to me, ma'am. How you doing today? Or tonight?
Hey y'all, I'm good. I just wanted to stop in and just like briefly drop this because I don't know if the reason why we keep having these same arguments is because people don't really understand the history or they don't want to understand the history. But American history is well documented. Like, regardless of all the stories people want to put on to Black Americans, American history is well documented. So what y'all need to know is, I'm gonna just drop a quick history lesson and then I'm gonna dip. Like, that's it. We were in a war, but a physical, a economical, and a psychological war. When pre-1500s, the indigenous copper-colored people or Indians or Americans or whatever you want to call it have been here, okay? When you think of Native Americans, stop thinking of the Native Americans as today. Think of Native Americans and copper-colored skin tone as the same skin tones that you see throughout the diaspora. Okay, boom. Now, when you start thinking, why are we called African Americans today? There was a mass paper genocide and reclassification, and literally it only was to claim rights to the land. If I can say you are not indigenous to this land, and I can say you are a Negro or a colored or even mulatto, because Indians were labeled as mulatto as well. If I can make you believe, or throughout history over time, get everybody to believe that y'all were all African, you don't have any rights to this land. So instead, I'm going to make you a citizen, because if I make you a citizen, now this is a legal fight and it's not a sovereign fight, because a sovereign fight, you have rights to that land. But if we make this a legal fight and we make you a citizen, then I'm going to take your land, I'm going to fight you, and then you're going to be subjugated to Jim Crow. It's documented, it's American history. And a fun fact that I'll just throw out there, I was so interested about the reclassification of Black Americans just because of everything that's been coming up in today about us being African and all this other stuff. So I went down the rabbit hole of reclassification, and then I've been doing my genealogy on both sides, but I directly am not even far removed. I'm only 5 generations removed Cherokee. So I'm going through the process now of getting all my documentation. We still have to get the birth certificates and everything to prove tribal affiliation. But yeah, just go do the research. It's here. It's a lot of living proof of people here. Go look into the 5 tribes. It's a lot of Black people you will see. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I didn't want to get a history lesson, but in order to find out why we are where we are today, you have to go backwards. And just like I told you guys, it started as a physical, economical, then spiritual and psychological fight. And now you see the veil unlifting and we are going backwards. So now everybody is waking up spiritually. Now they're pushing more for restoration and reparations. And then hopefully we don't have to get back to the physical. I will leave you guys at that.
Dior, appreciate you, man. That was beautiful. Yeah, she's absolutely right. In order for us to understand what these cuckoo bird immigrants don't understand is that we have went through paper genocide. They misconstrued. I've been telling this cuckoo bird hyena idiot that they couldn't tell the difference between the African and Indian from the very beginning. If you fuck up in the beginning, you're gonna fuck up at the end. You can't say, oh, wait, hold up, my bad. We fucked up, but this is a nigga. That's a Native American. In 1960, it's too late. If you fucked up with the name calling back then, you're fucked up now. It's too late. If you ain't distinguished people from then, you're fucked up now. It's too late. We already agreed on that. Hyena nut chaser. What the fuck else is there? It's like long division. If you fucked up in the beginning in long division, the whole answer's wrong. You can't fix it. It's over. You can't call us African after you fucked up. Right. And wait to the 80s to start talking about my bad. You're African American. Yes. Now we got it. It's too late. Anyways, 7. Talk to me, brother. What's going on? What's your name? Where you from?
What up, though? My name Mo, man. I'm from Detroit, bro.
Talk to me, brother. What's good?
Hey, smart, man. I fuck with your shit, man. So
Appreciate
look,
that, brother.
so one thing, man, people gotta know, man. They gotta stop making us like we some victims and shit. Like, you gotta just use your common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the slave trade shit really, really happened like they said it did, bro, we would have died right there. Bro, listen, if you made it over here, do you know how cowardly you gotta be to let somebody take you and you gotta keep waiting 30 to 45, 50 days for another ship and you sitting there waiting on the crew the ship with 12 crew members on the ship and you like this, oh, we waiting on the same ship to come back and they're gonna kill us again. You know what I'm saying? That shit is retarded. We'll kill each other right now. You know what I'm saying? If I'm staring at you too long in the store, don't make us cowards like that, bro. We not cowards like that. Even like if my grandma, like when we used to get pulled up, like when the police narcs used to come on the block, you know what I'm saying? This back in the 90s, my grandma and all them out there making sure they do, bro. If they would have touched one of them women, bro, they'd have never left that street, bro. You see what I'm saying? And then when you look at the music, all of the music genres that we started. So we started rock and roll, blues, jazz, hip hop. You already know we was playing the instruments first. You already know we made the instruments because we so good with them. And then, you know what I'm saying? Everything that everybody do is American. Usually one of us invented it, like Oscar Michelle, who everybody get an Oscar after. Bro, we've been making movies. We was wealthier then. Then all of the inventions. If you talking about some African shit, all right, where your stove come from? It come from America. Where your ice cream come from? It come from us. We invented that shit. And so when they be retelling the history, they be telling it like we was just some docile, people who didn't go to war. When we never stopped fighting, it's just so when we started going to school, we got retaught. You see what I'm saying? As youngins, but we never stopped fighting. So whatever time period we was in, they always had like a on the surface agreement with us, where it's not like, like some all out warfare. They didn't do it like that. They did it by slowly but surely over the generations, by getting into the hospitals, then get to the courts, then get into the other institutions. That's where the war went on at. It didn't happen
Hold
like
on,
how they
brother.
said.
Seven. Hold on, brother. Give me 1 second. My bad. CJ Fit.
Yo.
My bad. I think I skipped you. You was up next. Go. What's your name? Where you from? But hey, 7. Appreciate that, brother. You was going in. Go ahead, CJ.
Yeah, nah, man. Word. Nah, I'm from New York, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, he was going in. Yeah, I want to elaborate, like he said. I lost my train of thought before he started speaking, but yeah, basically, like the whole point of, I think the whole thing about us being from Africa all stems back to this whole transatlantic ship story, which, if anybody at our age, clearly we were all brainwashed, but if anybody at our age now tries to break down how ridiculous that story really actually is, what they told us kind of debunks the whole thing. The only way we can be African from Africa is by this whole ship story, which logically, intelligently would make no sense if you broke that story down step.
There's DNA too. There's DNA. You ignorant fool. There's DNA.
Hold on, CJ. Let's go ahead and handle. My bad, CJ. Let's go ahead and handle this hyena. You see how he just hyena himself? The DNA. You ignorant fool. They did that DNA. God damn, niggas. That what you told the hyenas before you stripped them from their nuts? Go ahead, Bullet. What is your problem? What
Host,
problem?
host, you look like a West Africa man. Look at your nose. Look.
See, I also look like an Olmec statue too.
Let me speak now. Don't mute me. What, you scared of what I have to say?
I also look like this nigga too.
Yeah,
This nigga was found
yeah.
in
You
America.
look like him. You look
Oh,
like
what
him.
the fuck is we saying
Look
then?
at
All
your hair.
right, so I look more like this nigga
You got tan head.
than one
You
of
don't look like a
y'all
nigga.
basketball head, round headed, lopsided cousin
Look at your
ass
forehead.
niggas. Right. So, but go ahead, continue, bro. Do you have anything informal?
Yo,
Do you have anything informal to say? If you don't have any education, I'm about to drop you and deport you. I'm about to TPS you because me and you are not the
I have
same.
some.
I'm not from your bloodline or your tribe. I
All
don't
right,
look at monkey ass and think it tastes good. I don't eat bush meat. My lights don't cut off at 9 p.m. And I don't walk around looking like this. I don't do that.
all right,
So you know
let
what
me
I'm saying?
speak.
I know how to talk. I'm civilized. I don't sell people. I don't cut off women's clitoris. So there's no correlations between me and you. Nigga, I go to Chick-fil-A, brother. I don't go to the bushmeat burger shop getting
All right,
raccoon
let
ass
me get him.
with monkey ass mixed with giraffe ass and zebra ass with the monkey tail hanging out the goddamn burger and shit. All my burgers are nice, put together.
Oh, so
Beef.
tough, so
Hold
tough.
on,
You
hold on,
stay
hold on.
muted.
Beef made. You see what I'm saying? I'm not scared of white supremacy like you. I don't kiss ass, nigga. Right. Yeah, nigga. There's a lot of difference between me and you. But go ahead. I had to make that clear. Go ahead. My bad.
All right, amazing. Is that why you had to mute me? Look at you talk about people's hands. Look at your hair, man. You got seven hair. That's what.
Oh, and then y'all lame too. God, I gotta drop you. TPS removed. And then y'all lame at the ranking. Like, nigga, come on. I could have DM'd you what to say about me. About me. Nigga, that's how corny that shit. Hey, Nigerian nigga, that was your backup? Boy, that nigga sucked. Never again. Meadow XL. Go ahead. Talk to
What's
me,
up,
brother.
brother?
It was good.
Can I get in there real quick?
No, we gotta let everybody else talk. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to move fast though. Meadow, go ahead, Meadow.
Yeah, I'm FBA from Miami.
Yeah. What part of
I'm
Miami you from, brother?
shit. I'm in Miami Gardens right now, but I'm from Liberty City.
Hell yeah, the biddy in the building. All right, talk to me, brother. It was good.
Yes, sir. One thing for the last dude that was up, I find it funny that a lot of these Africans come on here and talk crazy with one of our heroes as their profile picture. They like to talk down, but that's beside the point.
Right.
Yesterday, you know what? It's all good, G. I can drop down. I done lost my train of thought. My bad, G.
All right, now you good, brother. It be
My
like
bad.
that. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Do I gotta talk tonight? You just be lying. Let me see. 7. Did you want to wrap up,
Can I
7?
get in there?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Come
wrap
on,
up. My
bro.
bad, brother 7. Go ahead. You can wrap it up, brother. Go ahead.
So like
Thanks.
we had like in the Great Lakes territory, the 13 colonies kept trying to move west of the Alleghenies. They kept trying to come this way, just like in Florida. You know what I'm saying? They was getting their ass whooped because we had a navy over here. So the wars would be 1812, the Battle of the Great Lakes. That's what they are renaming it in history. And then all of the wars is a continuation of the same war.
Right.
But a lot of those wars wasn't like they wasn't like what people think. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like it was like all out brawl. It was always like we would have a diplomat and they would have a diplomat and we would come together and squash shit. And then our own kind of like we started infighting with each other. Some motherfuckers sold out for entertainment purposes, wanted to move into colonies jurisdiction. That's how they got over.
Right.
So they was only small. They was only small. They just grew their company more and 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 more over the years. And then so like when you know, just go look at the history. You know what I'm saying? You can go to librarycongress.gov. Just go read the old papers like the
No,
colored
brother.
citizen. And
We're fully aware that we're undefeated. We
I'm
always
talking to
been.
them niggas, man. Them niggas stupid, man.
Man, them niggas, they don't give a fuck. They don't
You know what I'm
care.
saying?
Because they don't
Like
have
them
any
niggas be
history.
so they
Go ahead,
be
go ahead.
they be coming with this dumbass you know, they got the public school system education. So they be coming over here and they just really they took a sellout. All of them over here gang raping us. They gang fucking us. That's all they doing. If it wasn't for us doing what we doing, the white man wouldn't have never let he needed the numbers. So yeah, he let all the foreigners come in. All the foreigners come in. They all got an agreement not to contradict each other when they dealing with us.
Mm-hmm. Right. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. No, and that's the main difference of why we're delineating, because these niggas, they gotta understand what the fuck they were brought to America for. They weren't brought to America to say that we're African. They were brought to America to work for white supremacy, to do the job, because they refuse to go build their home country. So I don't know why these niggas want us to claim them. We're not in America for the same reasons. So I don't know what this Nigerian nigga's point is for saying, oh, you know, I know nothing, nigga. I know you a bitch ass nigga who got kicked out your own house, came over here, got on your knees for my white supremacists, and begged for a green card. And now you trying to make claims to us. You got a whole continent, people to fix, and stuff to worry about. Other than, oh, nigga, you know you came from, and I don't know how your numbers grew, and I don't know how many black Indians were already here, but I just know, nigga, you came from somewhere from Africa. I just know something. Anyways, oh God, we got
Can I respond?
no, I gotta deal with this Haitian real quick. Okay, you know, I don't know who's worse.
Yo, what's good, bro?
I don't know who's worse, you or the Haitians. But go ahead, Big Grass. What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
What's up, bro? How you, man?
I'm stressed out, nigga. I'm trying to compare, is the Haitians worse or the Nigerians with the Haitians? Y'all might be the most two hated group of, I guess, melanated people across the globe. Y'all do too much. Why won't y'all just chill? Why everybody fed up? Big Rat, why is everybody fed up with y'all ass? The South Africans don't like the Nigerians. Nobody like the Nigerians in Africa. The Bahamians don't like the Haitians and shit. And the rest of the Caribbean, Jamaicans be talking cash shit about. I hope y'all know, because I'm half Jamaican. They be talking cash shit about y'all niggas in a very
My mom's Jamaican
way. Well, hold on. Why? I want to know why.
We both Jamaican.
I'm asking you a question. I want to ask you a question. Why do nobody like y'all?
Hey, man, I don't know, man. If you realize, it's all about the system, bro. Like, you guys have fell into the system, right? Whoever's against Haitians, you really are just you got sold. You got sold to the narrative, and you
Wait, brother. So you don't think it had? Wait, hold on, brother. So you don't think it had anything with you niggas in our faces? We Haitian, we did so much for you, nigga. You don't think it had anything to do with that? you just think we just rolled out of bed and just started hating some Haitians out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, listen to me, nigga. You know what I did for you? You know what I did for you, nigga? I freed everybody. And then when I say, okay, what do you do for your people now? It don't matter, nigga. I'm Haitian. You don't think it has anything to do with that? Or the fact that y'all niggas are everywhere but Haiti. In the Bahamas, they are sick of you niggas in the Bahamas. Them niggas, they're like, these niggas gotta go ASAP. Like, and it's just like, y'all are just not welcome. You know what I think it is? I think it is, I'm gonna be honest, I think you guys have got it the worst out of everybody. The calling out, they just completely shitted on Haiti, and it's a shaming tactic.
But let me ask you a question. Why do you think that's so?
The point is, it don't matter why I think that's so. It's more of a you problem than it is a us problem.
No. What I'm saying is, we are the most hated, right? I could agree with that, right? But wouldn't you think we're hated?
But hold on. You weren't hated from the jump, is my point. We gave you guys your props when you first got when 1804 came around. We even built Black Wall Streets in your name. You weren't hated at first.
I'm glad you agree with that now.
Hold on. You worked your way up. You worked yourself for this ass whooping. That's my point. We didn't come out just hating y'all.
No. Listen, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Like, this is a new generation. A lot of people in this generation, especially with this FBA movement shit going around, you guys are not being educated. Like, y'all don't really know what you know what I mean, what Haiti did for Black America. There was actually
hold on, brother. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
No foreign national enters the Bahamas from Haiti without an approved visa. They must have a return ticket, and they must show proof of funds. We know when they arrive, and we know when they leave.
God damn.
The system is stronger than it has ever been. Although we know that is not the same thing as saying there are no challenges, we continue to invest millions to better it. And that is why this budget includes substantial investments in upskilling Bahamians through the National Training Agency, BTVI, and other programs.
God damn, the Bahamians, the Bahamas don't want Haitians coming to their country. Discrimination like these, you guys have pissed off the whole diaspora. Like y'all niggas fucking up. Nobody and you want to blame it on because we did this and they hate us.
Bro, ain't nobody blaming on that, bro. Like,
We did this. They did this and they hate us now. Look what we do, nigga. Look what they did. We freed ourselves and now they hate us. Nigga, man up. That's not what happened. What happened is we understand that you guys got hit and dealt with the hardest out of majority of people. All the islands got hit pretty hard. But the problem with you guys is you guys have now taken that energy and you're reverting it towards other groups of melanated people as if we owe y'all something. And hold on, instead of like taking it up with the oppressor, we owe.
That's not true.
Because brother, we owe you nothing. We don't owe you anything.
Bro, you gotta speak facts, bro. You gotta speak facts. You gotta speak facts.
What am I lying about?
Majority of Haitians right now, if you would ask them, what is the cause of this situation right now, we would all point it back to the corruption in Haiti. Like no one's pointing at another group of blacks to blame it on. Like that was completely false, bro.
That's what y'all do. Y'all sit here and just look at us like we did something to y'all.
We don't do that, bro. We don't do that. No logical Haitians.
That is your argument, man. You using argument and you using those narrative because you live in Florida, bro. You live in the right wing, and then you here trying to kiss their ass and thinking like that shit's gonna go forever.
No. The problem is this: you Haitians are very self-centered. You had one 5-second wing, it only lasted for 5 seconds. And hold on, and now you think the whole world owes you something when we're all still fighting. We're all still fighting our own battles. We have Africans fighting.
Go shine your shoe.
Wait, hold on. We got Black Americans here who are still fighting. So when you come over here speaking about what the fuck you did, hold on. I'm not done yet. Let me talk. Hey, one Haitian at a time. I'm at the TPS y'all asked earlier. February 3rd around the corner. Don't get TPS off my panel earlier. Just wait. So I'm trying to understand the correlation between Black Americans and Haitians. We don't owe you anything. And on top of that, you didn't come to America to help us. So you left your great island that you fought.
That's a lie.
Hold on, nigga. You left your island that you have great history at. I acknowledge that you have great history. You fought this great battle. You have your own Black Republic. And you turned that over to come to America. Whatever reason you have, fuck it. Valid. Fine. They did whatever. But then you come over here to another oppressor, which I'm not understanding. You left one oppressor to come to this oppressor.
Because it's a lie. It's a lie, yeah.
Right. To not fight white supremacy, but to get a green card and do what here? And since you've been here, you haven't done anything for Black Americans, which is fine. But understand, I owe you nothing. Whether you leave, I don't give a damn. Listen, I don't give a damn if y'all.
But it's the same oppressor, though.
Wait, hold on. I don't give a same oppressor, but you didn't come here to do anything about him. So my point is, I don't care if you stay or you go. You're irrelevant to Black Americans. It's like, the fuck? What do you want from us?
But though it's just like the same thing.
It's not your turn yet, brother. Big Grass, what do you want from Black Americans? What do you want us to do?
All right, listen, man. You talk a lot, man, and it's hard to pinpoint everything. I gotta start.
Answer my question. What do you want us to do as Black Americans?
Nothing. Like I don't. Again, I don't know.
We never asked you for nothing.
Okay,
listen, I don't know. Okay, can I answer your question? I don't know not one logical Haitian who's saying that a Black American owes them anything.
Great, thank you.
Like I've never heard any Haitian asking for anything from a Black American.
Great. So
I love it. I think you probably want that, so that you can
No,
evolve
I've
your
heard it.
race.
Y'all tried to tether on and say that y'all are the makers and the creators and y'all saved us and all this other bullshit. When in all
No, we
actuality,
see.
y'all came with the colonizing Spaniards. They gave y'all pew pews. Y'all started running around with the Spanish boys, and y'all been infiltrators ever since. So stop all that lying. That's just another backdoor ass way for some Africanism.
Yo, listen,
Wait, can I say something?
No, it's not the
Can I
way.
say
Hold on, hold
pause
on.
real quick?
We're going big grass, Z45, Voctor, then two, whatever. So big grass. Wait, hold on. You answered my question already. You answered it. So we don't. You just said you.
I said you touch up on a lot of things, and so first of all, this guy who's above me, who just went on that rant. First of all, look up the Haitians who
Here
actually
we
helped the
go. Here
revolution.
we go. We don't care. We don't care. That's our point.
See, that's the thing. I'm not.
We don't care. You know why we don't care, Big Grass? Because it does nothing for you and it does nothing for me. See what I'm saying? All we know is you're not home fighting no more. That's all I know. So forget what happened in the
Listen,
past. What I'm saying now is you're not there now. So you're gonna have to
all right,
be
man. You cut
convinced.
me off.
Right. Here's the problem. You're not home now. So what are we doing? Haitians, what are we doing? Z40, 42, 25. What are we doing now? What's the point?
Bro, man, this is not about African or Haitian against black, bro. You making it like it's African against black. This is about immigration, all right? So it's about ISIS, immigration, Donald Trump. That's all. And you trying to make your name out of that. Nobody cares about black. We ain't fight. There's no beef between black and Africans. You making it be like that.
Where
So
you
what's your
from?
point?
Nigga, y'all
Z425. Where you
niggas
from?
waged economic war on us, nigga. All
No,
y'all
no,
niggas.
Hold on,
no,
seven.
get out of here. You just
Wait. Z425. Where you from, brother?
I'm from
Huh?
West Africa, bro.
You're from West Africa. Okay, like I
Yeah.
said, between West African niggas and Haitians, y'all
No, you
niggas
see,
tied.
again. Why don't you
Y'all niggas tied as the most unlike niggas. And the Haitians think it's
can I talk though?
and
I'm not here to compare myself.
Wait, give me a second, Z. The Haitians think it's because of what they did. The Africans, I think they just think that they ugly and shit. So they be trying to be pretty. I don't know what the problem is. But y'all niggas are neck and neck at the most unlike groups in
So is
America.
that why you muted me by just
But
saying
go
that?
ahead, Z40,
Bro,
425.
man, you gotta be mature when you're talking, bro. Like you have these people, the grown ass people on your panel that talk shit, not making sense, and you hear the clown. You see your face, bro? You ugly than anybody. Y'all niggas are immature. I swear to God, immature.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, that nigga hot as hell right now. Hey, he mad as fuck.
yo,
God
bro,
damn. Hey,
let me talk.
Z. I hurt your feelings, bro. My bad, bro. My bad.
No, bro.
My bad, nigga. My bad.
Not like that, bro. Come on, let me speak, bro. Let me speak. Yo, yo, bro. You know you like Africans. You just want to shine. You just want to shine Donald Trump's shoes right now because he's hot. He's hot right now, right? When
Hey,
he
bro,
get
hold on.
cold,
I never listen.
no. When
I
he get
never
cold, you're gonna
said.
say, "Hey, my African brother, man." You're gonna call us African brother, right? Yeah.
You know, first of all, I never said I didn't like you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I said that.
Say one thing, good thing about African. Say one thing, good thing about African. One thing.
Hey, he got me. I'm calm.
No. I want you to say one thing.
Hey, you know, I'm calm. You're right. You called me. I'm calm. Nigga. You right. God damn.
Hey, you my lost cousin, man. You my
Well,
lost cousin. Come on, dog.
I'll say one good thing. Boy, y'all know how to train the fuck out of a hyena. Y'all niggas know how to train the fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I came up with that.
Look.
Listen, brother, I came up with that hyena joke because I'm halfway jealous, nigga. How the fuck y'all niggas put a hyena in a collar, nigga? I seen a hyena in Africa with a pink collar on, and y'all niggas walk around with a nigga, and you
Where's
only
my
had
cornbread?
one slipper on. So I was really mad as fuck. Like,
My cornbread, bro.
how does a nigga with one slipper and a pink collar maintain a whole hyena?
Where's my
Walking down the street
cornbread?
like this with the damn hyena.
Where's my cornbread?
And shit. So I'm jealous. I'm jealous, nigga.
When you stop drinking Kool-Aid, bro? When you stop
are the dog walkers, dog talkers,
Kool-Aid?
Kingdom walkers. I'm jealous.
What happened to the Kool-Aid?
How the fuck you get to walk a hyena up the street and I can't, nigga? I struggle with a pit bull. You niggas out there with the hyenas. I said, God damn, these niggas, damn. Anyways, Yeah, Z 425. You know, we don't hate
Bro,
y'all
man,
niggas.
I think you're funny, bro. I think you're funny. I'm
Anyway,
serious.
hey,
Hey,
that
I
nigga
think you're
AI
funny,
comedian.
bro.
I swear to God,
You
he
are
is.
you are a comedian. Hey, if you wanna call an
Hey,
African,
Z.
just open that panel just for Africans. That's it.
Hey, Z.
You know.
I think you. I think
Hey,
you think that
no,
we don't
honestly, man, I'm gonna put
understand
you
the
on the list, bro. You're the funniest dude ever, bro.
Hey, smart. Hey, smart. Hey,
All right,
smart.
bro. All right, y'all.
All
On
right,
some real
yeah.
shit.
Tell me,
On some
man,
re-
what's good?
on some real shit, smart. It, listen, all y'all African brothers, man. The thing is this, man. Y'all keep coming over here trying to tell us about who we are because y'all go to these people's schools just like we do. Y'all got a problem when we know who we are because it's different from what y'all was taught. And another thing is because the reason why we want y'all to go back home is because what y'all don't know, we've been dealing with this colonizer way longer than y'all, and we know all of the colonizer's intricacies way better than y'all.
Uh-huh.
So what y'all don't understand is when y'all come over here and become U.S. citizens, y'all are classified as white people, which means you have a different status and a tax law that apply to you that's not the same as one of us who's indigenous because they classified us as black. That's how you know we the people of the land who've been colonized. So when y'all come over here, y'all have this stigma that we don't want to do nothing for ourselves. We don't want nothing because y'all niggas coming over here and y'all have tax breaks. Y'all get food stamps. Y'all go into these other subdivision neighborhoods and they make y'all watch a video and take a civic test and they tell y'all to stay away from us. And so, yeah, we look the same. Y'all listen to rap and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we need y'all to go home because y'all took all of our jobs. Because we stopped being we was the carpenters. We was the builders who we gave that shit up to become entertainers. And so when y'all leave we get to become those people again because all the Mexicans doing the jobs we did, bro. We built America, bro. What you thought? You think we was just picking cotton?
Wait,
No,
wait,
we
wait,
was
wait, wait,
building
wait, wait, wait. Hold on,
railroads.
Steph. I gotta stop you right there, brother. You kind of said something that was a little bit incorrect. It's not that we were traded to become entertainers. It's the simple fact that we didn't want to use our skills for their labor. So we was the carpenters for ourselves. We had Black Wall Street. We had our own communities and they interrupted it. And then they tried to desegregate us to make us work for them. So they seen how great we was by ourselves. And then they tried to say, you know what, let's desegregate them, bring them into our communities and make them work for us since we know these niggas could build. We said, fuck no, we're not going down like that. So what they did was they said, we're going to get cheaper labor. People who are more docile, which is the Caribbeans and Africans. That's what happened. You know, not because we want to be. And on top of that, we became entertainers. See what I'm saying? But anyways, let's get Voctor going. Voctor, talk to me, bro. What's good?
Yeah, man. Just to elaborate on what I was saying earlier, without all the excitement and emotions, 100 AI, you doing good, man. But yeah, man. You know the whole notion that you got to think to yourself. No matter how much they try to cover it up, they don't want to tell you that the Africans, Haitians, or the African Haitians, I like to call them, because I consider them the same people. People, unless I can completely see you one of those Taino, Arawak type of people, I can tell the difference. We knew when y'all infiltrated New Orleans. See, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and we
Oh
called y'all
shit.
gold. We
Oh
called y'all
shit.
gold miles. Yeah.
Oh
See,
shit.
and when y'all infiltrated New Orleans, our smurder rate skyrocketed to the roof. I'm 36. This was before Hurricane Katrina. You know, people like to play a blind eye, like, oh, these immigrants or these Haitian immigrants that came in weren't causing issues in the South. Even if we go further back than that, if the Spaniards, you working with the Spaniards that's giving you pew-pews, and the Spaniards are in the middle of colonizing the indigenous people of these lands, and you want to tell me what? And you gonna ride with the Spaniards, but you wasn't helping the Spaniards? I'm
Hey
sorry, y'all.
Voctor, help me explain that. Explain that better. What do you mean by the Spaniards gave them guns? What were they? What were they doing? What was the context around that?
So that's how they won the whole Haitian Revolution and all of that. That's how they
Right.
got the pew pew. Go, want me to go pull it up? Go type in
No,
your
no, you're
Google
right,
right
you're right,
now
you're right, you're
how
right, you're
you
right.
got the
Wait,
pew
hold
pews
on,
to fight the
Walter.
French.
Hold on, Walter. You're right because I thought you meant in New Orleans they were working with the Spanish. You're talking about in Haiti that they sided with the Spanish. Okay, that's correct. They did side
And
with
at
the
the
Spanish.
same time, bruh, the Spaniards was here, right?
Right.
Trying to colonize this joint in Mexico, enslaving, et cetera, participating with the Europeans against the copper-colored indigenous races of this land.
And to capitalize on that, in Florida, the Spanish was in Florida, and they went to go hire George Biaso out of Haiti to come be the general over here down in Florida. So he didn't come as the Haitian army; he came as Spanish general. So okay, now I see your point. So they were working. Haitians were working with our oppressors, who are trying to colonize the indigenous people of the land. Okay, Valda, you cooking right now? You're right. You're right. Two.
Don't forget about New Mexico, AI.
What happened
You
in
know
New
how they
Mexico?
came in. That's when they started infiltrating with the races and started mixing in with us. That's why it's called New Mexico. I had did some digging and studied the etymology and like where everything originated, and I seen how I spit it in the chat. Chat told me that they came and mixed in our races with them for them to have mixed population, so people would have YT and black in them, so people would claim both.
Okay.
And I just want you to look into that because I was looking into it and I didn't know how. I know it's accurate because I feel it within my soul. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know if I didn't see no other sources talking about it, so I was like, damn. I didn't know if anybody else had discovered that information.
Well, the whole thing about Mexico is that we already had blacks down in Mexico way before Mexico was even called Mexico. Mexico only been around since the 1500s. And then the Spanish came and tried to conquer that land. And the first person to successfully not defeat, but successfully create their own independent, had a revolt and formed their own independent country, Veracruz, or town, was a black indigenous person named Gaspar Yanga. You know what I'm saying? He was black and people try to label him as African. He wasn't African. He was black indigenous. So that's all I know about that area in black. So the Mexicans, the term Mexico, or the culture of Mexico is because of black indigenous. Without Jasper Yeager, Mexico wouldn't have a culture today. Probably still be called Mexico, but they wouldn't have a culture today because we were the first ones to set them free and create their own first free community called Veracruz. All right, let's go to Twofold.
All right, thank you very much, guys. About what Victor was saying.
Wait,
First of
hold
all,
on, brother. Where you from? What's your name? Where you from, brother?
I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida.
What part of Florida you from?
Fort Myers.
What are you? What's your ethnicity?
I'm Haitian and French. My daddy's French and my mama Haitian.
All right, go ahead and talk to Vodka.
What I was saying, bro, because Jit was saying something about Spain people, right? First of all, Haiti is basically divided in two. It's Dominican Republic and Haiti. You feel me? Because Dominican Republic was the one governed by Spain. All right? Because at first we was one nation. At first it was just Haiti. It wasn't no Dominican Republic, no nothing. It was just one. Then the president, I forgot the name of this nigga. He had said he had divided us because he was he basically was like, you know, okay, Haitians, when Toussaint Louverture, that nigga got basically our independence, he didn't like the terms that we present to him at first. So that term right there, he divided both of us.
You liar. What about the white Haitians? Stop fucking.
There is white Haitians. That's why I'm saying there is white
Hold on,
Haitian.
Twofold. You went too far back. I'm talking about when the Spanish and French was beefing on that island. They were beefing on that island, and some of y'all sided. You had to pick a side. The Spanish,
They was beefing.
Wait, yeah. So the Spanish made promises to some of the dark skinned San Domingo or Haitian, whatever you want to call it, people, said that we'll set you free if you side with us. The same thing with the French, but they both double cross y'all dumbasses, and y'all never got freedom. Some of y'all did side with the Spanish, and some of y'all did side with the French. Now, when the French whooped the Spanish ass off that island, Some of you Haitians had to go elsewhere. One of the people who had to go, well, no, y'all didn't have to go no elsewhere, but one person had to go, which was a Haitian soldier called George Bioso, and he had to go down to Florida with the rest of the Spaniards and become a chief and commander down there, because they were fighting the black indigenous down in Florida. So he sided with them. So you guys did side with the Spanish, not starting for but I do understand that the Dominicans were colonized by the Spanish, but you're getting
Yeah,
the
but
history
the thing
confused.
is about it, he was Haitian and Spanish. He wasn't just Haitian. He was Haitian and Spanish.
Okay, but he also had 17 entourage niggas who was siding with him. So I
Yes,
don't, because
yes.
some of them were
Just like
Haitian.
it's just like there's traitors in your own country. You feel me?
So
Because
Bogner is not
Americans got
wrong. It's
traitors,
okay, fine. But we're just saying Bogner isn't wrong. Bogner just point out what y'all did, and your part of your traders did that.
and that's what I was trying to tell him. You feel me?
Okay,
Because at
go
the end
ahead.
of the day, he's saying Haitians. There's mixed races over there. There's white people over there. The same way you guys get treated over there. We get treated the same because we're black. You feel me? The same race things that are going over here, it goes down in Haiti too. It don't even change.
Nah, but don't play. No, there's parts in history. If you go look, you can look it up. When y'all came into Florida, there's Haitians that were fighting the people of color for land and all of this. They
Oh
just
yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk about,
That did
there
happen.
was just
That
land
definitely
disputes and
happened.
et cetera, et cetera. No, y'all are part of the reason why the turmoil started. They knew y'all were gonna cause. Go look it up. They were scared y'all was going to cause all kind of because we had our own societies going, our own secret little economies and businesses. Nigga, we were advanced people. They didn't want to put the blanket over it like we wasn't. We wasn't just no slaves over here,
That
nigga.
was Pan
Y'all came
African,
over here
yo.
fucking up the system we had going. We let the little white slaves stay on the other side of the fucking land. As they come, they po ass over here. They dirty, broke ass.
Mm.
Man, you
You better
stuck
go look
behind,
at the
bro.
real history.
You stuck behind, man. You gotta come back, man.
All
Bro,
right. So two four. Is that all you got to say, brother?
Yeah. I was letting him talk. With that, yes, I never said that we didn't do that. You know, that's what I never said that. Oh, Haitian didn't come here and do that dumbass shit because we did. I'm not
Okay.
saying we didn't, but that's what I'm saying. There's traitors among us. That's the same race, bro. Black people
I
got
get it. I get it
traitors
now,
too.
two four. I get it now. So you're basically saying, don't call all Haitians traitors. Okay, so
Yeah,
if you're not a traitor, then you should be siding with FBAs. You shouldn't have a problem with us, and you should understand what we're going through. There really should be
of
any
course I
debate.
do. Of course
Hey,
I
all right. So
understand where you're
so
coming from.
there we go. All right, there's no problem.
Yeah, there wasn't no problem. I was just trying to tell him what was up. You know.
Okay, there you go. Appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's a breeze. Talk to me, brother. What's going on?
What's good with you?
What it is, fam? Talk to me.
I just want to get back to the crux of the conversation. This is all brought up. I mean, it was a nice history lesson, but this is all brought up because somebody said Haiti helped free black Americans. No, they did not. When Haiti broke out a little revolution, all it did was tighten up everything in America. They reinforced everything. We had to fight more. They did nothing. And they keep talking about the one guy that came over here that you always bring up. He came over here with his kids, a couple cousins,
A
and they ain't
volleyball
do
team.
shit. Exactly, they ain't do shit. And we still fighting, and we got our own independence like 70 years later. So I don't see how they had so much impact. No one was going over there. They kept saying they sending ships, they was sending letters. How the hell we was getting on them ships? How the hell we was getting them letters? We was under goddamn
Lying,
attack.
bro. Y'all was definitely going to Haiti, man. Y'all went there twice, man.
And the
Come on.
ones who went, they came back. What are you talking about? That's
Not
what I'm
all
Yeah,
of
saying.
them.
they
Not
came
all
back.
of them.
They
You're
came
Not
Yeah,
back.
I
all of
saying
appreciate
them.
it, man. Thanks,
Not all
man.
you're
of
not
them.
making
I'm out
any
here.
sense.
It wasn't all
And
of
they
them.
also want to address one more thing. When bro on the panel said they keep talking crazy, and they be having like Malcolm X pictures, and someone said, "Well, Malcolm X went to Africa. He did not go to Africa to find identity, my guy. He was a civil rights leader. He went to Africa to explain to them what America's doing to Black Americans isn't a civil rights issue. It is humanitarian." And what
Malcolm X
happened?
Caribbean, isn't he?
Nothing. Them niggas did nothing. We came back and had to deal with our own problems per usual. That's all I had to say. Thank you, AI.
Mm,
Yo,
appreciate
isn't
that, brother.
Malcolm X Caribbean?
All right, big grass. What's going on, brother? What else you got to say? God.
No, I'm just saying. I just want to make sure. Like y'all claiming Malcolm X, he Caribbean, right?
Yeah, but also just like
Y'all,
Tufo,
his
just
mama
hold
Caribbean.
on. Just like Tufo, we just made it clear that Tufo said that he has no problem with FBAs. He has no problem with our rhetorics. He's on code. So therefore, for Malcolm X half Caribbean side, it's the same shit. So
Yeah,
he's
but
on
I mean,
code. You
again, I
niggas,
think
but you niggas. I guess Tufo. I guess this is the Haitian that you're talking about. That's a traitor. This is
nah.
the
Hold up,
sellout.
hold up,
This
hold up, hold up.
nigga. This is the sellout that you're talking about, Tufo. The ones who come to America and who went against Black America's agenda and start crying when we get the across the
Yeah,
face.
you gotta
Right.
let people
So
talk, man.
I'm just saying, yeah.
I ain't never said I wasn't rocking with FBA rhetorics, bro. I just said the whole district.
Nah. You've been
I
on my panel too much, bro. To
no,
start.
I
Easy
Let me
was
talk to
good,
him.
brother.
come on, let's be
Let me
for real,
talk to
man.
him.
Go
I
ahead,
want to talk to the
neighborhood.
Haitian
Go
brother.
ahead.
I mean, when he first came in, he said that Haitians were the most hated. Now, I'm from Georgia, right? So the truth of the matter is, I don't know too many Haitians, but what I do know is when I go down to Savannah and I'm standing there at First African Baptist Church and I look across the street, that there is a monument to some Haitian troops. So we must didn't hate y'all guys that much if we're going to
Exactly.
put a monument sitting up there like that. And number two, the two Haitians that I know stand on business, bro. So I don't look at them as tethers. And shout out to Sticks and Lorvins, by the way. I don't. They stand on real business and be like, yeah, y'all should get y'all reparations, and both of them actually go back and do for their home.
Mm.
So I don't consider them but nothing but what they are, my brothers.
Mm.
So so don't think that we don't judge you as an individual, because we do. So it's not like it's a hate for just it's same for the Africans, man. If you're not over here sticking your nose in my business, and if you is sticking your nose in my business, if you ain't standing beside me, then that's where the problem occurs. Bro, but don't nobody dislike Haitians. Prop to 1803. Prop for what y'all did, but at a certain point, you got to give us credit for what we did.
Exactly.
If you're not Black American, Black Indigenous, speak for yourself. I do not fuck with you, and I look at you as an enemy until I learn otherwise, nigga. Period, point blank. Till we get shit together over here, I don't want to hear nothing.
And listen, both perspectives are fair. I get both of them. The neighborhood saying that, hey, I know some cool Haitians who ain't got. I know some cool Haitians too. The Vodka was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of them. This is our bit. I mean, I understand that too, cause I know not now one of them niggas gonna care. I know now one of them niggas care about my problems. Go ahead, neighborhood. What you got to say?
That's fun. You can't knock that brother's experience, what he had with Haitians. His experience is very real, and I can't discredit it, because he know what he sees in New Orleans, and we know what the impact that some of those groups have in New Orleans. So I'm not in New Orleans, so I can't
You
sit
wouldn't
up here
know.
and
There you go. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. No. I feel you. That's another thing. All depends on, a lot of y'all have a lot of problems with Africans. I never really encountered an African in person. Personally, because I'm from Florida. See what I'm saying? So it all depends on what part of the states you're in or who you've encountered. But we all noticed that regardless if they're Haitian, African, Jamaican, Caribbean, wherever, they all have this same kind of, majority of them have all this same kind of rhetoric that goes against Black Americans. They're here to compete with us. Oh, nigga, we did this. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on now, nigga. Like, damn, nigga. And then you got some cool ones who be like, hey, nigga, I just came here to work a good job, help my peoples out. Y'all boys, I respect what y'all did. I'm not trying to interfere, or I'm assimilate. And that's just what it is. So, we don't never just say everybody, but we all notice that they all, whether they African or Caribbean, have this same animosity. Not all of them, but some of them do. Anyways, let's get Big Grass. Is there something else you want to say, brother? Goddamn.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask you, man, what are y'all trying to like? What's y'all goal? Like, what is this gonna amount to? Like,
The goal is gonna amount to why the fuck you care.
nah, for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to know, like,
I'm just saying, like, bro, you have a whole island and you brag so much
right? But
about
you,
it.
but you over here, your talking points is saying you want to get these people out of your country.
That's not my talking point. I just said I wouldn't mind if they did go.
Well, that's what FBA be saying. Like I'm reading the comments. Everybody
Nigga,
say,
stop comparing me to every. You generalize us. I don't generalize you. I wait till I hear you talk. I wait to hear your talking rhetorics. Then I attack you based off of that. You're trying to say, well, since I'm FBA and this FBA nigga said something. These niggas, we are a lineage. We're a bloodline. You can't just say because you heard one nigga say something, I gotta be on the same shit. I never
Nigga,
said
we
I want.
do.
I never
Fuck
said
them
y'all.
niggas.
Yeah, I never said y'all niggas gotta go. I said stop interfering with my business. And if it comes down to you niggas gotta go, I'm not gonna vote for y'all not to go. I'm like, hey, well, shit, it's time. I guess it's time. I guess it's them niggas time. White people said it's time for you to go. I'm just nodding my head. White people have said it's time for you to go. I'm just saying, shit, it might be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, they do probably need to go back and fix their country. Goddamn. But my whole talking point, my rhetoric is not based around y'all going back home. I'm just saying you guys believe white supremacy to be on your side because it's just ironic how you begged them for a green card and those same people are now saying you got to go back home. I'm just saying it's ironic. That's it. Well, go ahead, Big Grass.
all right, no, I guess I don't know if somebody opinion like what would that do for Black Americans if because like what it sounded like is y'all feel threatened by Black immigrants that they're
Not
more
threatened, but we just understand the
competent.
dynamics. We understand the dynamics of America better than you. We know that anything that white people offer comes with strings attached. So if you are offered to come into this country, there's some strings attached to that. And that string that's attached to you being able to have free access and to come into our country and getting benefits, all that stuff comes with some kind of ruling. And that ruling seems to go against Black Americans. Now, some of y'all follow it, some of y'all don't. But some of y'all know that in order if you want to stay in this country, you have to act accordingly. And what's the opposite of white America? Black America. So you're not trying to piss off white America too much to where they put all y'all in a group. It would be real fucked up if they say, we don't give a damn if you were born here. If you have descendants, period. If you don't got not one lineage connecting you to the U.S., yeah, it's out of here. Now, I'm not saying they could do that or not. I'm just saying you don't want, we all know that that's a fear that your parents had at a certain point. We don't have that same fear. See what I'm saying? So we're not threatened by y'all, but we know why y'all was brought here. And y'all act kind of like the reason why you brought here. You don't understand us. You don't know our history. You're very ignorant, but you try to preach to us about history. And it's kind of like, nigga, if you care about history so much, finish the history in Haiti. Make it great again. That's what we want to see. I don't need to see your ass in Chick-fil-A next to me. I just order a number one, and you behind me, oh, can I get what he got? Nah, nigga, go back to Haiti, nigga. You can't get what the fuck I got, nigga. Go back to Haiti, nigga. Go fix that. Talking about some eating the Chick-fil-A. You know how great Haiti used to be. Nigga, it don't matter anymore if you're eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich with me in Chick-fil-A in America. I don't get it.
In America, though. Say it again so they can hear you again. In America,
In
though.
America, in the United States. In the United States of America, to be more precise for all y'all niggas. Oh, America is a continent. In the United States of America, sir. So that's all I'm saying, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever strings attached you guys have with white supremacy, that's the agreement you made to come into this country. At the end of the day,
Instead of fighting white supremacy, right, you're gonna fight the easiest target, which is Black immigrants. You see how weak that is?
so we didn't start off fighting y'all. We started off wanting y'all to come over here, but when we started seeing your rhetorics and how backwards you niggas was, we were like, all right, fuck it. Fuck
Nah,
them.
but literally,
It's called proximity. So if you're the closest one in my neighborhood, and we know that you have signed an agreement with white supremacy, we have to get rid of you first because you're the closest one near us. You're in our
even though
neighborhood.
we're not controlling nothing, right? We're not the
And then on top of that, and then we'll work our way up to white supremacy to the Beverly Hills neighborhoods. They're just
Oh
not
my
close enough.
God. You don't see how weak that is, bro? They put y'all in this shit for more.
So you call it weak, but you're Haitian. How about? Do I have to
But
remind you?
look.
Hold on. Do I have to remind you how the Haitians won the revolution? They attacked. They didn't attack the Europeans first. They attacked the front. They attacked the coon class first. See what I'm saying? They attacked their proximity first, so no one could snitch on them and go against their agenda for freedom.
Okay, but
So
labeling
so nigga, it's the
ignorance.
same thing. No one told y'all ass to come over. Well, we kind of did. I take that back.
Talk
We
to him,
did.
AI.
We did.
Oh
But
shit!
yeah, but we had to deal with you just like how the Haitians
All
did.
right, stop.
I'm taking a page out the Haitian book. All right, big ass, you out of here. God damn. Oh damn.
He wasn't hearing you. That shit was deep. Say it again, nigga. Say that again. That last.
I'm taking the page out the Haitian Revolution book, which is attack proximity first, then deal with the oppressors. Ain't no point in starting a revolution if you gonna snitch on me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the whole point is if you just gonna snitch. We gonna get caught. You gotta get out of here. I don't need you kissing ass to white supremacy when we trying to do some shit. We got our own people we gotta worry about who do that shit too. I'll be there. We gotta deal with some foreign motherfucker doing it at the same time. So, nigga, it all go hand in hand. You want me to jump straight to white supremacy and just ignore that we got some people in our own neighborhoods that talking about we don't need reparations. Like Brian Donalds, a Caribbean. We got to deal with you, nigga. You got to get dealt with. Or how about you deal with your own people before I get to them? I much prefer that. I don't want to talk to your people. Could you just deal with them for me so I don't have to? So I can just get straight to white supremacy? Can we do that? Or you just continue to let me address them, and you're not gonna take no accountability.
I can hear him now. I can hear him now.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because
That black American. I don't know. They crazy. They making up some kind of plan, bro. You know, talking to the white man.
Chill out. But AI man, you hitting it on the head because man, it's so many cleanups on different aisles that we gotta clean up before we get straight to white supremacy. And we've been fighting it for so long, man. We gotta deal with this in our own community, in other communities, and these people look like us. So like that, like what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
Just let them slide. Just let them say what they want to say. Just let them slide. That's what they want.
And them niggas coming in the community with them Arab niggas selling us all liquor and all that shit, man. They coming in this bitch selling us everything, nigga. My grandma and them used to own all that shit. They bought up all that shit from all the blacks. They took the lottery from my granny and all them. We started all that shit, man. We started that. That was our homegrown industries, and they took it. The states took it from us, and they came in. And so these niggas don't be knowing, like they foreigners. They don't understand that they coming in here as a buffer. You know what I'm saying? It's a game fuck us and game rape us. They selling us all the hair. They selling us all the lash. The Chinese selling us all the bitches all the hair. They selling us all the liquor. Then they want to go to the motherfucking masjid and pray with you. They doing all this fuck shit and they watering down our culture, bro.
Right. Exactly, bro. Anyways, we got Miss O'Dam, my co-host. Where you been at? You're not doing your job, Miss O'Dam.
I'm not gonna lie, Granny's been a hoe in these TikTok streets. You know, being that I was new to TikTok, I've only been on your panel and another guy's panel,
I
but
see
since
you
you
making
abandoned us, I was like, you
I
know
see
what?
you making a few rounds here and there. I've been seeing your name pop up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I've never been a hoe in my life. Let me see what it's about. I'm not for these streets, AI. I'm not for these streets.
Right.
Oh my God. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. So, since I decided to be a hoe in the TikTok streets, I was in a room. They were getting my ass. So I DM'd AI, come support me. I just knew AI was going to come through. I read the message later. He's like, hell nah, they ain't about to do me. They ain't about to do me like I do them. Actually, it said verbatim. Let me read it. I'll be damned if they do me like I do them. I was like, wow, this nigga.
Hold on, let me tell y'all niggas something. I don't join other niggas'
Hold
panels.
I'm a victim. So Granny needed a few days to recover from getting her ass whooped because AI was like, hell no, I ain't going over there. Can y'all believe that, grandbabies, how he did me?
Listen, I'm not a TikToker surfer. Like, nigga, I don't be on panels trying to argue with people just because I seen somebody. Because, like, nigga, I be seeing some African shit. I another day, nigga, I ain't got time. Y'all want to sit there and argue with me. I don't got time for that. So when she DM me and sent me to live, I'm thinking it's an FBA panel. I'm thinking, it's commodity or someone broke up my name. I get in there. She in the belly of the beast. Fuck no. What the fuck I'm going? So the niggas come mute me, and then once they figure out who you gotta say, oh, I can't be popping up because people know who I am. So once they figure out who I am, this nigga AI, this nigga AI, bring him up, bring the nigga, he in the chat right now, bring the nigga AI up. Let me tell you something, nigga. Go ahead, talk. Matter of fact, nigga, don't talk.
Y'all heard this little nigga? I was in the belly of the beast. So he saw me in there getting my ass handed to me. He's like, oh, hell nah. You good, OD? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
so
nah,
Granny has learned to keep her TikTok legs closed and just stick to AI's panel and my other friend's panel. Go get my charger, please, baby. So I needed a day to recover because I was like, these streets ain't safe. So anyway, how are you, AI?
Shit, I'm good. I just gotta listen. Your problems ain't my problems. Yeah, I be trying to eat breakfast and shit and live a good life. Y'all niggas want to argue all goddamn day. Listen, I didn't know. I be doing shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't have time to be on here picking fights with random people and they get in my blood and they not gonna listen. They just gonna mute me all day. Like, do you ever think about it?
I learned the hard way.
Can y'all ever win with who was the panel? Who are you going against? I forgot. It was somebody. It was interesting though. You get your ass whooped.
I was getting my ass whooped, but I held my ground. I must say that's the only other panel I go on. You and him were the only two big hosts that welcomed me when I first joined TikTok. So I appreciate y'all. They were just on there crying, making it seem like police shootings are new because this white lady, we can't believe it. Then they're calling me racist and black people are just, and then I went for a life jacket from you, nigga. You deflated it. I was like, what the fuck, So I learned, no, I'm going to keep my ass on this side of the TikTok streets. Woo! I didn't get it. I was like, oh my God. So anyway, back to the subject at hand. Hey, grandbabies. People like Big Grass, I never understand AI, right? You have been doing these educational panels for a while. And every time Africans are coming on insulting us, Haitians are coming on saying that we owe them a thank you. But I have not heard people like Big Grass, who's Haitian, or one Haitian on here address the Africans, the Kenyans who are in their country killing their fellow Haitians. So a lot of Africans are on this platform. I have yet to hear one Haitian confront an African for being a traitor in real time. I just wanted to address that to Big Grass because it's bizarre. You have Kenyans on here all the time. They never address them. They come for us and we don't even have an army there, but Kenya actively has their army there right now as we speak, killing their countrymen.
That's deep. That is deep. And you know what? They keep insulting us for not attacking white supremacy when these niggas got a whole bunch of enemies, and the only people that they want to talk to is us. Like, we the last nigga. Nigga, I ain't got nothing for you. I don't know what the fuck you want us to do. That's a great point. Kenya out there whooping y'all ass. They're traitors. Y'all need to be hosting panels attacking Africans. Right. You know what I'm saying? But great point, Odell. Let's get Born King going. Born King. Huh? Born King, my bad, bro. Go ahead, neighborhood. What's good?
Oh, my bad.
Barbecue was down there fighting off the Kenyan army. I'm asking.
What did you say? I didn't hear him.
So is Barbecue actually down there fighting off the Kenyan army?
I have no clue.
Yes. We wouldn't get our hands dirty. America or Kenya agreed on behalf of America to send their soldiers down there. The Kenyan people were actually protesting that because just like any country, you don't want to send your sons and daughters to go die in a foreign land and you don't even know the language. So to be honest, having people down there to try to bring civility to a situation and they don't even speak the language, it doesn't seem genuine. But I've never once heard a Haitian come on here and confront an African.
No, I just didn't think about it in terms of that man down there fighting off a government army. That just never dawned on me to just now. He's not only fighting against what's going on within his country, he's also down there fighting off basically foreign invaders.
Right.
Yes, and the UN. And the crazy part about it, AI showed a video the other day that actually broke my heart. Like I've never, seen poverty like that where a little girl didn't have a toilet. And remember, AI, even though we joke sometimes, he was being serious. Instead of the Haitians having sympathy for their own people, that guy Big Grass that was just on actually said, remember AI when he was like, I actually want them to send them back. I don't care about them. And then when we see what they're being sent back to, I'm like, damn, these people don't have love for their own people.
At all.
That's why we don't trust you. You will never respect our land, our country, or our culture if you can't even respect your own.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, this man down here fighting off an army, and all these people over here not helping.
Politicking
Man,
about it. I go on some of their panels just to hear what they got to say about it. Matter of fact, the nigga be hosting his own panels. I be tapped in, and I just want to see what the Haitians got to say about this nigga Nate. All 50-50. Oh, I don't know. You done some scandalous things in the past. You burnt down hospitals. We don't know we can trust you. Nigga, who else you can trust? Who else? Is it you trust him or you trust the government, nigga? And the government been